do like 1% heal. Kind of.
What do you mean raid wides?
I don't think there's any raid wides that go up.
There aren't tethers during the first raid wide.
I think he means in like the
Do you mean the Eye and Rage?
No, I'm just
You mean the
saying.
Omega?
No. So I'm saying on like a fucked up pool, where one of the eyes exploded. The eye only went up 1% when it got hit.
You're like the Eye Rage thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually really good to know because yeah, it means it's just based on the mechanic. It's not based on the damage taken at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. In comparison, when people soaked the blue orbs with the blue tether, that shit skyrocketed. Me and Dar looked at it.
Alright, is there anything else we need to go over?
Pretty much.
I don't think so.
I have a VOD of the tank autos if anyone still would want to see if it heals, but we have a pretty clear VOD that shows.
Yeah, no, if you guys are confident, I'm good.
Yeah, we're very confident.
See, sound back. The Talon returned.
Yep.
We'll find out.
So you're saying the autos don't heal?
Yes.
Yeah,
so
which
we
means
believe
that tank
the
should be able to switch between like red and blue. Fine.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, they either don't heal or it's small enough that we just literally cannot tell.
All right. So good.
Just the thing for Thornton, we don't need to cancel pull. In case anyone didn't read my message, I'm just doing the weights off rotation and holding more, so we might have to hold a little more.
That's fine.
I think with how much Darl holds, we should be okay.
Yeah, I was just shooting myself in the foot by changing my rotation over the pull.
Jane.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dodge this.
That weights off rotation. Wait.
Bro, I'm talking about these fucking murder ones, like.
Not on our side, dude. Not on our side.
What? It used to be so peaceful over here.
Dodge in the front with me, dude.
Anyways, weights off rotation. Does it hurt your damage in phase 3?
No, it shouldn't, because we're holding worst anyway.
Good.
Blue.
Oh my god. Twice on the game.
Crit?
Yeah, the heal from crit.
What the fuck?
Oh, crit was good though. Let's see what we got. Count check.
I walk into the wall.
We are dead. We are 100% dead.
Was that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one.
Oh, fuck.
Great.
Wait, oh, it's kind of working.
Wait.
Oh, it came back to me.
Why did you open your mouth, Darl?
Oh yeah, that's working.
To be fair, Darl wasn't the first one to say we're dead.
Yes.
No, you said it's working. That's the problem.
Is that a guy with the
He
fucking
should've
marker
said we're
over his
dead.
head? What? Like
No, we
the
just
wall
we
itself.
actually RNG'd correctly, so it worked.
I just didn't move out of the orb fast enough.
Yeah, I thought we
would've
were
been
dead
survivable.
honestly, so I didn't move correctly.
So I'm alive. Oh no, I'm not.
Maybe 100% dead is not the call there. Maybe just rage.
Forgot to activate.
I need an accurate percentage of my death chances,
Yeah.
please.
Or it's actually 50-50.
Repeating, of course.
Everything is 50-50.
No, it was a lot worse than 50-50.
Alright,
We need
no
to win
murders
twice.
on this mechanic.
Dodge this.
Actually, it might not be able to target the same one twice.
Maybe. But also I got a damage down, so that would have been like a minute into Mid-Hawk phase.
Tactical kill yourself at the end of Sanctity.
You know what? You're right, never mind. Yeah, we had a chance.
Purple.
Counter.
Or swap.
I'm out of range.
So am I.
Okay, melees, I need you to not walk into the wall, please.
I didn't do that.
I was zooming for no reason.
Dude, same, bro. That
I
first
need you
one,
to
bro.
restrain yourself.
That line is literally just melee in a nutshell, dude.
Zooming for
I
no
was
reason.
zooming.
I don't know why. I
At
thought I
$1
had to get
for
there
every
in 2
time the
seconds.
melee walled themselves for that mechanic, I'd have $2, which is not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice in a row.
Litany. Voice. Chain.
Confidence. It's like when a parent asks, like, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you? And Anzo's like, absolutely.
He's like climbing on the railing. No.
Red.
Red.
Plus 4.
Thankfully, take your time.
Counter.
Coming up. 4.
DPS.
Purple.
Like,
Arms.
At least the wall doesn't get damaged out.
Chain. Voice. Litany.
yeah.
Fuck. Reluctant.
But
So not
Yeah, we
used to
don't need
using
it,
it until someone dies. I don't think I even need it.
and I guess we're safe there about it.
We don't, but it's like the cushion
Behind,
size.
behind. He's pretty healthy.
Sense.
Yeah.
Probably should have called pots there. We had a DPS death.
Thanks.
Back out in.
Base.
Fates.
Back out in. I was turned around. Maybe I should just. No, whatever.
Dragon Dance?
Look at A.
Remember the new strat.
A, yep.
One is baited through mid. Oh no, it's the right side, so.
Chill.
Pots.
Great
Hot
ball.
and
Eight
everything.
buff.
Chain. Voice. Litany.
Do you guys think we'll need DPS? Well, actually, we're bodying
I think we're okay.
We have a damage down, so I don't know.
It's gonna be very close.
I think you just send it.
Send it.
Send it.
Send it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Finally heal.
Talon group on 1, Darl group on 2.
We need.
Joe, you're on this group.
Oh fuck, we didn't get that. It's not the same.
Don't tell him. Oh fuck. Alright, well we tested this.
Wait,
I
we
guess.
got both off.
Wait, we got both.
Do the strat, do the
players
strat.
have
Okay,
both.
pass,
Alright, do the
pass,
strat,
pass.
do the strat. Look for tethers. DPS line up in your spots. Joe, you're on those sides. Okay. Look for tether.
I need red.
Oh wow, that's weird. Hold on.
Goldorb,
We'll take
Goldorb.
it. Too late.
I just have to take the blue.
Yeah. Alright, that's.
Check if
we're
the
gonna
blue
move on.
wiped us. Okay, the blue wipes us. Come
Oh,
on.
I'm gonna be honest, I got fucking so lost.
Shit.
Okay,
Alright, we
so
need
wait,
the
so that
variable
actually-
group.
We
Okay.
can
It
get
actually
two buff.
worked?
No.
And also we got.
Yes, we had both buffs.
No, we had both buffs.
Wait, can we
There were
not
two
just
buffs.
fucking
Yeah,
stack
so wait,
them
can we
then?
not just stack them then?
Yeah, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
right
Why the fuck are we allowed to do that?
We
Wait,
should
did-
check this.
Wait. I thought we only had one each, like I think.
No,
No,
most of
we
the
had
party has
some of-
two.
Some of them had 2.
Yeah, did they get like a
The
debuff?
puddles weren't perfectly overlapped. Not everyone's stood in.
Yeah.
Exactly. Not
So
everyone.
low.
I think
I just
everyone
posted the screenshot. Look at this. The ice
Oh yeah,
buff.
send them dudes
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and Dahl has both buffs. Talon has
Why?
both buffs.
Yeah, I have both too. Why the
Anzo
fuck
has
can we
both?
do this?
Anzo has both.
Wait.
Was
This
the
is-
idea
Does that mean you
of
can
light
attack
parties
both
red
eye?
herring?
What?
I mean, that's
Why-
what I'm wondering.
Why does this work?
I
What
feel
the
like
fuck is this?
Okay,
Does
okay,
that
Very
is there
less
is there
territory.
any way that it's a bait and we die somehow for it? Like, I feel like if we were gonna die for it, it would have happened when it happened, right?
Yeah, or we
No.
would have gotten the damage down or some bullshit.
no, there's so
Only
many
damage down
mechanics
is
in
bombs.
Ultimate where something happens later on.
Yeah,
requiring
like
a
if you
buff.
fail like Enigma Codex, it doesn't tell you until the very
Yeah,
next
yeah.
phase.
Or like
Mhm.
even think of it like the thermalos in UU. Like
Yeah,
that's the
it's
first phase of the mechanic, and it doesn't come into play until the last.
huh.
phase.
It's possible that we actually have to be separate for some reason. How long do these buffs last?
Yeah, how long do
probably.
they last?
a minute, but it just
Well,
says a minute. It might
a
be
minute
2 minutes.
shows up, which means it's more than a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which means it's probably
so-
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Actually, I have an idea, important idea. Let's look at our VODs from when we like got to the end rage. Let's see how long they have left. We want to check if they're 2 minutes or about 70 seconds. Because based off what Evie said, the I phase is about 70 seconds. So we would, if it is longer than 70, we would have it past to the I phase. Not sure if it means anything.
well, the
So,
first
I
raid
phase is about-
wides are at 70.
It's
Right,
90,
not the
90
end of the
seconds
phase.
about.
Okay.
Did we
Before
have a
we
different
start,
buff timer when we got 2 as opposed to 1?
hold on, chill. Before we start like going over that, we got some fucked up shit we need to discuss. The DPS did not get 2 reds. It was a 3 blue, 1 red pattern.
Wait,
Yeah, I
actually.
need it.
Okay, so
Wait, did it select based on a
Wait.
I'm
debuff,
pretty
maybe?
sure we RNG'd into a bunch of stuff, and then this pull literally broke everything.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
Who
you
is select
raid?
with the reds?
You're right. Yeah. It was 2 tanks, 1 healer, one dragoon. That time.
What a piece of shit mechanic.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Dragoon. It was me.
it was
Autumn, yeah.
it was Autumn, but he gave it to
Oh
me.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
okay.
Okay,
What the?
Yes, that means our entire priority doesn't work.
yeah, the entire priority doesn't work then.
Bro.
Did we get the
Okay,
info we
alright, so
needed?
before we talk about the rest of the strat, so these fucking debuffs. This is like actually the most suspicious thing I've seen in this fight, and we've seen so much suspicious shit.
Yeah.
I
This is
also
really
think that we could literally shoot ourselves in the foot by assuming that we can't have both, when
Right.
the mechanic is just easy.
Yeah. Because
I
it could
think-
be like, right, where we hella overthink its
Yeah,
complication.
I really fucking
Like-
think we just get both debuffs until we see a reason we can't.
I
We
agree.
could just get both debuffs and then try our existing strat. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we need to
agree.
change.
Oh, we need to
we
change
need
our
to fix
priority.
others, but
Yeah. We need to
Yeah, I
change our strat because the tether priority is not going to work out in getting. Because in this situation, Anzo needed to grab Darl's tether.
Yeah, which we ended up doing because we were like, I was just sitting there trying to figure out who the fuck to pass it to, but like everyone I needed to was already there.
Yeah.
But like
Um,
it took forever to us to figure out that's what we were supposed to do.
So, I mean, this is still kind of similar to what we're trying to do, though, right?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
it's
could we
just
It's
the.
just you have to look
everyone
at
more
different
towards
rules.
the mid?
Yeah.
If we have everyone more towards mid, then it should.
Actually, I think we
Easier
could just
to
put
block,
the
right?
healers mid.
Yeah, I wonder if it's easier just to have 4 static people and just have
look
the
at,
other 4
look at my
fix it.
VOD real quick.
Yeah,
It's like-
gonna look.
We have like our little like square right here, right? Like this is our little DPS square. So Joe, Autumn's passing me the tether right now, but this is our little DPS square. Darl is like in a perfect spot where the melee can run up and get him. So I think if Talum is just also right here in a static spot, I think it's really easy with the priorities. Because everyone, the people that are, the melee are in range of who they need to grab tethers from on either side. And the healers will still be in range in the tanks. And they don't really have to move until we're popping the blue tethers, which is right after we pop the gold orbs.
Can we draw a diagram of this or use
Yeah,
markers?
I guess it's a little harder to see. I can.
Okay. Random thought real quick.
What's up?
Do you think the tether assignments are related to the debuffs? That could explain why we got some fucked up shit here.
Oh, yeah, you know.
That,
right.
that's the one
you
factor
think
that
our light
changed.
parties? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You think our light parties were unironically giving us perfect splits of tethers?
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
possible.
I mean,
Wait,
so
how many-
Maybe like later on, if we did need both buffs for some reason, we'd have to change how we
I
do
mean,
it.
so what do we have in this pool? We had tank
all
with
the
ice, we had a
DPS
tank with
have-
sword.
All the DPS have double debuffs except for me.
I feel like that's
No, I had a single debuff.
I feel like this doesn't show anything because like
oh wait, yeah.
Try has
Size is
ice
really
and
not-
Eevee has sword, and they both have red. Like me and Talum both have sword and ice, and I get red and he gets blue.
Um,
Right, I'm saying like the game looks at the buffs you have and
in
says,
total.
I need to give a light party of ice. Or I need to give how the fuck do you say this?
The left eye debuff.
Like,
or sorry,
of the
red
people
feather.
that have ice, 2 of them need red, 2 of them need blue. And then the same thing with the other light party.
I see what you're saying.
So
we do
because
another
we have
poll to
people with
confirm
multiple
this?
debuffs,
might have
it just
fucked
like
up.
throws it out the window. That being said, having multiple debuffs is a big deal, so it's probably better to just go with this.
There's another thought like line we can also go. If we have multiple debuffs, what is preventing us from just bursting one eye down
There might be nothing.
after resolving
Yeah.
the orb?
Yeah, because then we would only take one of the raid ones, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the main thing, did we test the yellow orbs at all? Like what we wanted to test or no?
No, you're too slow with the pass.
I took my orb by myself. I did 68k to me, and I didn't mitigate it, and I just died.
Okay,
Oh, damn.
yeah.
Eevee, did you take?
No, it just exploded. That's why we got the damage done.
And so, Darl,
I was like
mean,
waiting
sorry.
for.
If you took 68k cry, that means someone else would take like 80.
Yeah.
I
we
took
were-
more than 68. He had 80k health and died.
No.
I had
got
80k
autoed.
health.
He's getting
I got autoed at the same time as.
Okay.
I didn't mitigate.
Oh yeah,
it
you
at
get
all.
auto to 67k and then.
And each
So-
auto is about 14k HP.
Yeah.
Do you
But
all
that means
think-
that yellow orb hurts.
So
Do you
I
all
don't think we.
pull again. I think we pull again assuming our strat is the same, and don't stack the debuffs this time, and see if we get the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it could just be RNG that we just had it that way, and like there is no actual pattern. Because like this, without changing anything in this mechanic, Talum got targeted with the sword instead of Eevee. So it's
That's
like we've
true.
also always seen that to work the same way, and then it
Wait,
just worked
Talon
differently.
was the one that got
I
targeted?
got
Yes,
sword.
target.
Yeah,
that was
that's why,
the
that's why I
reason.
was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's
dude.
why everything got really fucked really fast.
Yeah, that's why.
So it's
I
like
was assuming that
there's
could
nothing we could have done to influence that, presumably. So that's just completely random. So it's like the Tevers just spawning perfectly could also have just been completely random.
What
Can
if
we,
what if Hachifun's shit is just like proximity, and Eevee just happened to be the closest one every time?
Wait, actually, that's
Well,
not a
where
bad
was Talon
idea.
this time?
Well, I
It looked
was
like everyone
standing on the
Definitely the
opposite
closest
side.
one.
I mean,
Talon
that's
was
not a bad
definitely
idea
the
to
closest
test
one.
high, honestly.
Because I was on 2 instead of 4. Right?
Okay, I think we're kind of wasting
I
a
might have been-
pull
Why
if
don't
we
we,
do something that's not stacking debuffs.
Why don't we
Yeah.
stack them and then try what we were trying to do anyway?
Yeah,
Like same sides. Try and like pass.
So
them
how do we
we-
want to
we
do
would
Tevers?
need to
Because
fix
Tevers are more
tether
complicated.
passing.
I think
Yeah,
the easiest
we
shit
need
is
to
we
fix
just
that.
have we almost reverse the spots or some shit. Like I feel like if we just plant melee and tanks on like DB2 and 4, and then just have the range fix everything, it like works.
I think so, yeah.
And it's just you just abandon the concept of like, oh, I want to swap with like certain people. It's just not just fucking swap with someone.
Well, you
Yeah.
can have the range just start
Middle.
with some of these markers. Yeah, basically
I mean,
middle. Like
I
in a
think
little
the
square,
swaps might be
right?
too slow if you do that.
And
though.
then you just look right who you have to get. Like if your guy doesn't have it, you can like look at someone else. You know?
Well, right. So like,
Well, how do
you're
you
saying
do
the
it
range
faster,
drawn
though?
the numbers here, right?
Yeah.
So let's say like my normal swap person is Zai, and Zai is at like B, and then you've
Yeah.
got some tank at A, Anzo at fuck you're replacing that. Anzo at C, and then another tank at D, right?
Mhm.
And I'm starting at like 2. So A, B, and C all have red, and then I have red. So I look at Zai has red already. I look at A has red already. I look at C has red already. And then I know I have to go to D, and by then it's too late.
I don't think it's too late. Well, here, how much time
And
do
I
we
have
have?
to get to
I
D.
think it's too late.
I think
yeah.
it's too late.
Compared to when we have to pop the yellow orbs. We have to pop the yellow orbs in 9 seconds. Like, if it's further than 9 seconds, we just explode. And the tier 2 seems like it's lethal to anyone but a tank with cooldowns.
Wait, what
Those
if in
stack,
phase
which we
one?
still don't know.
Yeah, we
What if-
don't know if it's stack or not.
What if in phase one we have to save Harshifon, and then this phase
Oh,
is gonna
God.
be completely different because his spirit is the one giving up the buff, right? Because he died, that's why he's.
Well, if he's alive, then,
Jesus
then he's
Like
not
if
going to
he's
be a
alive,
spirit
it's gonna be
anymore.
something different.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
What did it take?
Until
I mean,
until
you have like
Crosby
5
Road-
seconds. What did
I
you
mean,
want,
I
5
don't know. I don't
seconds?
think it's that much different than like Nisi Pass shenanigans. Like,
I think we just give it a shot because we don't have like. So we want to try stacking the buffs and then
We need to test if the yellow is stacked. That's our first thing.
Yes,
we need to
I
test
agree.
have one person distinctly closer to.
but so do we want to stack a pool entirely on testing the yellow thing?
It's kind of really important.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
sure.
know?
it's really
I
fucked.
feel like-
otherwise.
Because
Do we-
if it
okay,
is a
It
tank
might be
mechanic,
really detrimental.
that means we change up like entirely how we do the tether.
That
passes.
means we don't need to give 2 people red to take it, right?
Exactly.
Just one
Yeah.
Only
to be
tanks
faster,
would
no?
need to get red.
Yeah.
And that would make it much easier.
Also,
yeah,
do,
alright,
we
yeah,
need, do we need more confirmation with dives? I think we know how dives work, no?
I mean,
Is there
who the fuck
anything
knows
about dives
last
we need?
We could have just RNG'd the pattern.
Yeah, we could have. It's possible
I
to
think
guarantee
it's
the
a lot
pattern,
less
but like
likely we RNG.
we don't. I don't think we need to worry about dives for now because like this shit
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, well,
fixing.
we don't
So
have to
I
worry
think we
about
can
that
just
for
try the strat and then we just have the two like the melee and tank on a side, like just have a maximum time where like they get to that time and they're walking into the gold orb regardless of whatever they have.
Yeah,
Like,
count to
oh, we
like,
can try the
count to
strat,
like
but we
6
also
and
get
then
the
run into
circuit.
the gold orb.
Yeah,
Oh, right. Yeah.
like when it does
Because
its
then you have
last
3
expand.
seconds to hit.
Yeah. Okay, that
Well,
works.
it only expands once before you have to take it.
Yeah.
Right. It spawns and then expands and then blows up.
Mm-hmm. Alright, also we should just go back to original light parties. So 1 on 2, 1 on 4. But we're
Yeah, if it's
swapping
if it's truly
technically.
random.
Yeah, so this shit is actually is random.
Or are we
And what-
stacking debuffs? What are we
No,
doing?
stack debuffs.
We're gonna have one player noticeably closer to Harshaphon too, based
Yes,
on.
let's do
We could just
I
test that
agree.
too. Yeah.
That was definitely
should.
closest.
That's
to the
free to
The
test.
player
fine.
we wanted was Evie.
We'll
right?
just have Eevee like be noticeably closer to Orshafon, and
He's
our light
fine.
party be where we were before. Like recreate the same conditions that caused us to basically RNG it the same way 3 times.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
see if it's consistent. If it is
Talon party
consistent,
on 2,
something's
Talon
weird,
party on
right?
4.
Okay. And then just accept tethers being fucked if they are.
yes.
Okay.
Which I don't think makes any sense because I'm pretty sure that like it should be, if it's proxy, it should be swapped then, right?
Yeah, that's kind of
Yes.
weird because I'm usually further away.
Yeah, you're usually farther away. This is actually the pull you've been closest of all of them, I think.
Wait, Darl, which one are you referring? Dives or the Trotter?
Oh, for the sword, getting the
Initial
sword.
buffs.
Like if we're Harshfon is like in between 2 and 1, so it's like.
Right.
Well,
I
maybe
guess-
they want it like that. I don't
Alright,
know.
yeah, let's just try it again.
Does
Yeah,
he
let's. My
always
party on
appear
4.
there?
Yeah, no, my party. Yeah, Harshfon always appears in the same spot. So my party on 4,
Gotcha.
Talon party on 2, and then we're seeing who the debuff goes on, and then we're all just like meeting up on Alpha Node to get everyone the debuff.
Oh, okay, so we're getting all of them. Okay.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
we'll see the spawn conditions, but then we'll also put both on the same.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Are we doing the whole
Just,
ranged in mid thing and then YOLO passing, or? Are we
No, just do
doing
the
our
same
original?
strat.
Okay.
Same
Just try to
strat,
do
we
same
need to
strat, yeah.
test something.
Yeah, we
Oh.
don't care about resolving tethers correctly.
Hold up. Before we pull, just to make sure I understand what the alpha.
Well, we can do both.
buff-
We can test both at the same time, like and try the strat.
Are we having everyone take double buffs? I'm just.
Yes, everyone.
Yes.
Gotcha.
We're just spread at the beginning to see who it targets.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like
Yeah.
Probably have Evie
Cry and Zai, you
focus,
guys are
right?
designated like you are the ones like dual soaking the gold orb.
Yep.
Okay.
So like what I think we should do is literally put the tanks like because B and 4 are those melee uptime markers. Like how fat are the eyes?
Very big hit
I think
points.
it's almost.
Okay, then if you like on those
Yeah.
markers like within melee, careful not to
Yeah,
get caught by the blue orbs. And
Yeah.
just like waiting for range to do it, but just have a maximum time of like once the orb like expands and like you need to start running there immediately, just start fucking running regardless
Yeah,
of your
I'll
turn.
just listen to Cry.
So yeah, then Ranger just trying. So the melees and tanks are going to be on like D, B, 2, and 4,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Ranger just trying to like fix their shit correctly.
Yeah.
Through
see
middle.
Like if you
how-
have blue, you're chilling. If you have red, you need to give it to someone who's blue on D, B, 4, or 2.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, hold up. Before we pull, there's one other problem because I originally was on the same boat with you, Strat. If we're all in the middle, will we be able to see our chains very clearly? Unless
I honestly I don't think we should be middle because
vertical
we're gonna
line.
run into each other when we're trying to get out.
Mhm.
Like I think like if I'm wanting to like I think like standing like here or some shit. is fine.
Oh, you're like worried
Like,
about.
see my fairy
if
right
we
now,
get
like, I think-
different debuffs.
Yeah, if it's my fair right now, like
Yeah,
standing like
yeah.
here or something is fine because that way like you can kind of run wherever the fuck you need to. Like if we're all sitting right next to each other in the mid, and like I'm over here on my ferry and I need to go over here, there's like 3 motherfuckers in between me and there.
Yeah.
So I think we should be spread out a little bit so it's like there's paths to move that are not naturally running into everyone exploding.
Also,
So I guess we don't
Joe,
explode, but
Joe, in terms of checking tether, you can look at your own debuff and you'll know exactly what tether you have.
Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just look at your
Yeah,
debuff.
You're completely right on that.
There's
You're
no
right.
reason to look at the visuals.
Yeah,
The visuals
yeah,
for this
yeah.
game suck anyways.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
Alright.
Okay, let's go.
I think that's everything. So, we're going back to the sides we would be on, right? We're
Yep.
getting both buffs. Am I gonna be back on like C side or still 3 side?
You would be standing on Delta. On
yeah, let's just
So
let's
I'd
go to
still be
freestyle.
on-
Let's go to
okay,
freestyle.
okay.
Yeah, so you'll be
Alright.
swapping. You'll be standing 4 and then you'll be going to like Delta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, here we go.
This is just how we.
I can't believe we spent all this time fear crafting this shit and this pool just breaks everything.
Yeah, our first
I
I
don't
mean,
back.
I'm really
fucking
glad
get
we
my
had it
debuffs.
because I was a little suspicious of Anzo's idea too. I'm like, it's worth maybe just trying, right?
Dude, what if we had never fucking done this by accident?
Exactly, and then maybe this was like the secret mechanic or some shit.
It just
Dodge
seems
this.
so obvious if it's a secret mechanic. And it's easier is the main thing. Generally, secret mechanics make the resolution harder, not easier.
Right, but we might overthink it because we see there's eyes and then there's
Sure,
It's also like
debuffs,
the visual,
and we have,
like
parties.
presentation
Because
wise.
that would be pretty easy to assume. at
Like if you're
first.
not supposed to do anything with it, it's a lot of wasted like design.
Blue?
Blue. Talk about it more after. It's also possible that we have to split on debuffs for like the secret thing. So we react on it like correctly.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's also
there's like
we
two
just don't know.
possibilities.
Yeah. It's suspicious as fuck, but I think we should just try and keep going.
Are we even positive there's a secret mechanic?
We don't
we're not.
know.
Nope.
Like, can't
But
this shit just be
we're just
simple?
keep-
Yeah, this could
It
literally
literally
just be
could
we
just
were
be.
overthinking it.
Yeah.
Secret is there is no secret.
There's no secret. There's no secret.
The no mix-up mix.
Never expect me to have to run it grab 8 times in a row. Clockwise?
I'll never expect more towers.
I have a tinfoil hat there, I'll show you later.
DPS.
DPS. We go purple.
Arms.
Voice. Litany. Chain.
Behind. Behind. After halfway through the cast, hold.
Fuckers.
Talon, can you try and do that collectively as well? Unless it's ridiculously hard.
Check debuffs.
Stack in out.
Baits. Baits.
Stack in out.
Last baits.
Raising.
Baits.
Oh.
Oh, one bait or mid. What the heck?
Oh.
Kraken. Look at it. Pots.
Chain.
Raid buffs.
Litany. Voice.
Probably gonna need DPS LB.
We definitely do. Kraken.
That's miserable.
Don't hold back.
Gonna be
Don't hold back,
tight.
man.
Okay.
Alright, same Talamon 2, Darlon 4. And then we're walking into the middle.
It's on me.
Alright, walk on the middle. That's so fucked. Alright. Tether spots. Hanzo, you're on the other side. You're on 2.
He's
I
up.
think I took auto.
Yeah.
I still got the tethers though.
Wait, what? Oh,
EV,
here we go.
EV,
Skywalker.
yellow,
Yeah,
yellow.
go.
Go, 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 go.
Oh,
fucking dead.
51. I took 51k
I took 52.
Take us back.
I
at
need
stage
to.
2.
I'm just taking it.
Yeah, we need to take them.
Should we
Reverse
die?
thing?
Tom,
Guys,
stay right there.
next.
So I need this again.
Respect.
Anzo and...
I'm
should
dead
have red
though.
for there. Oh.
We kind of need him to be alive.
I'm way
Oh,
more.
that's not correct.
Already mana.
That one
Oh,
flopped.
that's not correct.
Fuck.
I got
That's not correct.
No, I have red
This shit
today.
is not correct at all.
Alright, Autumn, you
No,
next.
no.
You don't have a red tether.
Wait, I lost it. What?
Well, kinda.
Oh, is it? Can it be revert? Wait, how?
I lost it when
Well, I think all
someone
the other ones are
died.
dead right now.
Where's your body?
Corner at D. Northwest.
Alright, yeah, it turns out, fuck assumptions, dude.
Yeah.
Your eyes fucking lie to you.
Dude, that's so fucked.
Alright,
What the
let's-
Okay,
let's
it's
look at our
targeting
fucking
red players.
bodies.
It's 100% targeting
Yeah,
red
it's
players.
100% targeting red players.
It might
but-
be close or far, randomly, and we have to figure out based on the two that get hit.
That's so fucked.
Oh no.
Yeah, you said-
Well, in theory, this
Oh.
actually works fine then. It's just we
Yeah,
just,
you're saying it's
yeah.
a dump, like it picks the first one first, and then you
Yeah,
just have
like,
to
it's either
dump,
gonna-
right?
like the entire
yeah,
mechanic.
so-
Either always
yeah.
going to pick the two closest or always the two farthest. Because me and Evie like
Ooh,
Yeah,
no,
I
no.
should-
it worked properly once the other two were dead.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Alright, so
So
just to
I don't
verify, Anzo is like 1,000% not the closest to Harshavon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
that
shit
shit's
seems
just actually
completely
random.
Yeah. So we
And
just
Evie
RNG Evie.
Evie
we
just
had
fucking got it
RNG
3
the
times.
entire time. What the fuck?
We just rolled high every time.
Alright, let me look at chains.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Yeah, how the pattern look that time?
it. Cry, how much did you
Yeah,
take?
we had light parties.
I took
for
68K.
towers.
It's like five.
I just didn't press any mitigation.
From the
I
blue
took
orb, right?
51
It wasn't a
at
stat. It wasn't a
soaking the gold orb at stage 2.
You took 51.
Yeah, 51.
It sounds
I
like
guess
it's
how
not
much
a.
did
Two
I
man-
take? Wait, I didn't
I
take
took
how much
52k, and I was stacked with Cry.
That's less, right?
So
Did we
it's
just
not a
have
buster. No, I
Uh,
die, I got grazed, and I run over, right? But I have nothing on me.
It goes
And I
through
took 51.
invulnerabilities.
Yeah, it goes through invulnerable.
Yeah, I took 52k.
Flare Star. No, not Flare Star. Flame.
Huh? Well, that's suspiciously survivable. So I guess.
Oh, wait, I mean, Cry took less.
Wait, Cry, how much did you take?
But did I took like 10
Yeah, but I
percent
take
damage?
more.
I didn't check because
Oh, I could look actually.
Yeah, we need. That's the main thing. We need to confirm based on, like compared to the other pools where we solo took them, which I guess was also like the last time we got here.
It went
Like,
from
they take more damage.
93 to. Holy shit! Wait.
Oh wait, I took 18, 19.
Yeah,
It
Cry,
went-
you took like
you
no
took
damage.
you took 38. I took 36.
Alright, it went
Oh.
from. Hold the
You
fuck
had
up.
you had a
It,
shield or something.
it went
Let's-
from
Yeah, no, I had a
94% to 85% to 77%.
20.
Holy
So
shit.
So each
It did less
Just from
damage.
the golds.
It did less damage
from the goal I
That was
think.
because the
just
tanks
the
I took
gold.
less.
So
Yeah.
those are absolutely stacks.
They're stacks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
they're,
absolutely
they
stacks.
might not be stacks, but
It's just
they
every
definitely.
person
No, the
walking
tanks
in there
took
does
damage.
more.
Oh,
the
did they
tanks-
take less?
Yeah, the orbs did
took
more
less
damage,
damage, yes.
and the
Yeah,
tanks took
we
less
took less
damage. So yeah. It's a stack, and we're absolutely supposed to do that to get more damage on the
So-
thing.
Okay, cool. My theory was right.
Okay, tanks. I want you to use your personal, your like off-tank mitigation on the melee
Yeah.
soaking move.
Yeah.
And can we 2-man stack at stage 3 for more damage? Or is
There's
that
no
No,
such
stage
thing.
3 is
I-
left.
3 million.
I think
Yeah,
that's
stage 2 is the
also-
main one.
I think
Okay,
that's also
okay.
completely
There's
overkill.
one other thing I was thinking about. It doesn't need to be the melee with the tank, but we can keep it if it's easier. I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah,
I think
in
I'm
theory, yeah, it
easier
doesn't
than
have to.
Zai.
I think it makes.
Like,
More
with my
s-
shield, I'm actually tankier than Zai, aren't I?
What I mean is like, if a
You're
tether's
saying
really weird
if
and it's
the
not like
tether
light
has-
parties,
yeah, the
and
first person that has
Oh,
a tether
I
by
see
a
what you
tank,
mean.
just go.
so you don't
on
have
tank.
to do. Yeah, that's what I
That
kind
would
of.
no
make
tether
it be a
swapping.
lot
And then the other people like just take the blue kind of. I don't know.
And especially if like Fluffy and Cry just put their like targeted mitigations on whoever is stacking it with them.
I mean, so from a healing
It doesn't
perspective, it's
affect
kind of
me, so-
aids if it's not the same players every time.
Also, keep in mind if we're just having people randomly in certain places because of tether, we risk possibly just randomly swapping because everyone's going to be in a different spot.
Yeah, maybe just give me some.
Like having static positions, I think just.
I think
helps
yeah,
our
I think it's easier for
more.
static, and like I was just thinking melee doing it with the tanks because they're already over there.
And they're a bit tankier.
Like that they
By
have.
the way,
they have
we
to be
did
in melee
get
range,
light
so.
party split on tethers that poll. So it is entirely plausible
Well, we
that my
should
debuff idea is
see-
actually correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
we
we
should see
have,
if we
yeah,
keep doing
it's
both,
weird if
if
we
it
have
keeps
like
picking
half and
light
half.
party.
Yeah.
'Cause
Maybe
this is
like having the perfect split is the same as having 8 and 8.
I
It's,
see.
it's the
Wait.
same
Oh.
split, right? Because
Oh, yeah,
before
yeah,
we
I guess
had
that would make
4 and
sense,
4, this time we have 8 and 8.
When you
Like-
when you say 8 and 8, do you mean like the friendship buffs?
So debuffs compared to each other, right? We had 4 ice compared to 4 shield on the first one, and now we're having 8 ice compared to 8 of Hachapon. Like it's still the same ratio. Does that
I
make
don't
sense?
get what that has to do with it.
I don't get that either. I get that it's the same ratio, but
Yeah, like we're
does that have to
saying. So Autumn was saying like because we had some people with 2 and some people with 1, we had a fucked up pattern. Like maybe that's the pattern is just the ratio.
Basically it's so if let's say I'm left die, right, and I'm picking 4 people and I want to pick a light parties first, and I'm picking people with my debuff first. Like if there's only 4 people in a light party with my debuff, then I just pick all 4 of them and we're done. And conversely, if there are 8 people and all of them have my debuff, I'm still picking 2 DPS, 1 healer, 1 tank. It gets fucky if people missed my debuff and there's like 6 people or some shit and like they're at different roles, because then I have to start doing weird stuff that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
So basically, if
that's
we
when
have 4 people with it, we're fine. If we have 8 people with it, we're fine. Anything in between, it gets fucky. Assuming this is how it works,
Yeah.
which we just have no
Alright.
clue, but
Yeah,
it
So-
should work.
try stacking the buffs again.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah.
we should just keep stacking buffs until it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Anything,
Also think weird now.
anything we want to do different, or just try and do better execution?
I think
Anzo,
better-
you died to autos, right?
Yes.
I died.
Oh,
the
Yeah,
first-
we're losing someone to autos every poll.
I also
Yeah.
got autoed actually.
No, yeah, I keep forgetting to fucking put on.
Yeah, they just do it really early. It's like before even the.
Yeah, they do it
Yeah.
super early.
Yeah, no, I got autoed like right before I took the stack. That's actually why I
Yeah.
died, I think.
Yeah. Guys, I was looking at my button. I was
I
like,
took
wait a minute, I don't have tank
17k.
stance.
I got mine, dude. We just
22K.
broke it in and slapped that.
Yeah,
bitch.
no,
The
I
thing-
got
I can't,
completely fucked.
No, because I always turn off tank stance at the beginning of the hog, or else I just rip it off of Eevee. And that is really bad, especially since
Yeah, well, it'll flip back and forth.
So are we going back to like that 4 DPS priority?
Move around
like our
in game.
our little square.
I think so.
I think going back to the square with just perfect debuffs, I think works.
When you
Well,
say
are we
square
going to get perfect
debuffs, what do you mean?
Well,
I
we
guess-
just have to
8 and
see.
8.
for now we just have to see, right?
So
Yeah,
just
so
8
I
and
guess try and go back to the square and just assume that if it
8. It'll get 2 and 2, yeah.
just assume and just be prepared for it might not do that. And so for dives, like
I'm looking at my VOD of it right now.
Dives should be we just have 2 red far, 2 red close, right? And then you have 2
Yeah.
blues. So have 2 blue,
Hang on,
like
no.
also close to each eye, and then whichever red gets hit
Yeah.
first, the
Wait.
blue switches with that one.
Yep.
We can just yeah.
Right?
So if you think about it, if we do this strat, the first dives will always be on a melee and a tank
Yes.
because they're the closest and the farthest. And then
Yes.
we just have a ladder, and it's
Yes.
either ladder from top to bottom or
Yeah,
ladder
yeah.
from bottom to up.
yeah, like it's the same strat. It's just you just sometimes
Yeah.
swap it.
Yeah, sometimes you're swapping with the close people, and sometimes you're swapping with the far people. And I think that makes it super consistent. Everyone should know what to do as soon as the first dives
Yeah.
come down.
Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes.
Mhm.
Not exactly.
All right, so,
So-
you know how we have the far swaps as like the set dive patterns that we have?
So
With,
we're
like,
talking about Mirage
First
dives,
dive,
correct?
yes, Mirage dive. So this first one, it's Eevee Onzo, Darl Joe, Talum Autumn, Eevee Onzo. You know how we're doing that? That's for far dives. So in the case that it's close dives, now instead of swapping with Eevee and Onzo, everyone's swapping with me and Cry. And we just do the
Are you at
opposite
D and
pattern.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on D
We
and 4,
start
so
on
it'll
either
just be
side.
on the other
So-
side, yeah.
So would it be Cry, Zai, Autumn, Talon,
Talum, Joe, Darl.
Joe, Darl, and then
then-
Cry, Zai?
Yes, exactly.
Well,
It's reverse.
Like, it's
That
just
makes
flipped.
so you literally just mirror the pattern.
Yeah,
We
you
might-
mirror the
mirror the
pattern,
pattern.
and
We
you're
might-
swapping the tanks.
we might as well just use everybody at that point, right? I don't know.
No, Eevee has a
no,
point,
if we
'cause
it,
we're
it
keeping
gets AIDS
people
with
near
moving
the
it
eye.
around.
Well,
I think
when we
I
swap
think we
the
just keep it like
patterns.
this.
The reason why is because if we have the tank and the melee both come on the other side, we have 8 people on one side of the arena for no reason.
Yeah, it's actually valuable to have people just out of the fucking way. So
Yeah.
If you're not technically in a server or something, then you should be sitting in a faraway corner, getting uptime, and like
Oh,
not.
like we could just take the dives on markers like this kind of. Like say me and Anzo get the first one, we take on A and
Oh,
1.
you're saying
The
to
people
just
from
pass
B and 2
them
grab it
to
from
you.
us, then go back to like there. Then the people from C and 3 take it from them and go back to their original spot.
The issue with that is there's no way to guarantee the dives unless the people on 1 and A and D and 4 swap. Because if it's always targeting the closest red tether,
Or
the only
furthest.
way to have, or furthest, the only way to have
Basically,
those completely swap is to have the melee completely swap sides.
So let's assume we have reds on like A1 and D4, right? If we're going left to right, we end up in a situation where we have reds on free and C, and we have reds on D and 4 on like the final step.
Yeah,
so like they can't actually just pass. The people on free and C literally have to move like behind, like past the D and 4 people without passing because they can't pass because they have the same tethers.
In order to get them
Yeah,
to
in order
get
to satisfy.
high.
Which they could do, I guess.
It does work, yeah.
Well, you could have both sides pass, and then the yellows.
Well,
have
no,
to, whatever.
now
never mind.
D and 4 has to pass to B and 2 in order to make sure C and 3 gets hit.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
And then
easier
we
just to
end
do.
up- Yeah, and then we end up with the same
Still a little
situation.
lost on this.
Alright, we can do
Alright,
some.
hold on. Alright, let me explain again. Alright, so
Can we do
alright,
on
so like
whiteboards easier?
Yeah,
For
can we do it on
visualize?
whiteboard?
fucking yeah, sure, actually.
Yeah.
Do you want to just
Because I just want to make sure I don't like do something stupid.
just 5-minute break?
Yeah, sure, 5-minute break. Okay. Alright, so keep in mind these like don't care about the icons, just care about like tank melee range, whatever the fuck, alright? So basically what's gonna happen is this is either gonna be close or far. So if in this case it's far, so these two players are getting hit. So basically the order of tethers are these two players are getting hit, these two are swapping, this player's getting hit, these two are swapping, this player's getting hit, or this player's getting hit who's now over here, and then these two are swapping finally, and these players are getting hit again. So basically what we did, if you think about it visually, is that the players getting hit went boom, 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 and then back to here. So we went left to right.
So
now if it's
the
close,
dive order
these two idiots are getting hit first as boom, boom, and
Okay,
then these
hold on.
players swap instead.
Hold up.
What's
When
up?
you say close or far, that's what I'm kind of confused.
From the eye, from the eye.
Okay, give me an example of close.
The
Like these two
Mirage
players getting
guys
hit.
attacked the closest people. That's
These
Oh,
two-
are
yeah,
you
so these
saying? Are you saying we're not sure yet if it can do close or far?
We're
targets?
No,
saying
we've seen
that
it do
done
either.
both.
Seen it do both.
We've
We were
seen
on
both.
the assumption it always did far, and it did close that pull.
Oh,
But we think it's the
So we're
same for all
okay.
4 dives.
yeah.
Yeah,
so
so
like,
once
Otherwise,
it
that's
hits-
why I was
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
why are we doing this?
Yeah, once it picks,
Okay.
we're pretty sure it stays the same for the pull, because like me and Evie like
Gotcha.
that.
No, that would
Yeah.
not make sense if it changed, because then
Yeah.
people would die to the Pierce debuff.
Then you
But
wouldn't know who's who.
No,
So,
you
yeah,
could still
exactly.
do it if it changed. It would just be harder.
super fucked, yeah. Because you
It'd
have
be
to.
so fucky.
You would
Okay.
just never be able to have people with the debuff have red.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you just have to do
first step is determine if it's close or far.
Yeah,
it
which is-
doesn't matter
yeah.
depending on if we have this setup, because if it's close, cool, it hits those people. If it's far, cool, it hits those people over on
Yeah.
the other side. Okay.
And then we have a dive order and you're basically just swapping the tanks and the melee out of the equation,
yeah.
and you're just
Then for
working
ranged
towards
and healers, we're always taking it either second or third, just depending on which side. If it goes on our side, we're taking it second. If it goes on the opposite side, we're taking it third. And then,
So
the
then-
tanks and melee are always doing the first and fourth if it's on their side. If it's not on their side, they're doing absolutely nothing.
So then another thing to presume is that going into Mirage Dive, no matter if it's close or far, it's ideal if we have like one melee, one ranged, one tank, one healer on each side, right?
Yes.
Well,
Like-
this should be our.
And it should
like,
already
but we
be
should
happening
already-
We
from
should already
here
be
or-
here.
we should already be here because
Right,
we were just using it for the
exactly.
worst.
Okay, I'm just double checking on that part
Yeah.
too. Okay, now continue, Dara, if you may.
Yeah, that's basically it. Like, so if it goes on far, right? So we're just doing the same shit but in reverse. So we're going right to left instead of left to right. So these players would get hit, they would swap. This player gets hit, they would swap. This player would be over here, and he would be getting hit, and they'd swap. And this player gets hit.
So I guess one thing on the movement here. So let's assume it's close. So it's close to red.
Yeah.
So the first off the warrior gets hit. I'm just gonna focus on like the people on the top side of the arena. Just
Okay.
for example. So let's say the warrior gets hit because it's close. Scholar swaps. Scholar's
Alright,
like
that's good. Yeah.
getting hit. They're around B. are they going to plant and then the
They're-
Astro comes to them?
They're swapping positions with the Astro, basically.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, I guess
Because
the
if
easiest
they
way is
swap
to kind of just
positions,
meet
then it will
halfway,
still
basically.
satisfy it.
I can kind of show you. Me and Evie kind of do it here. So we can. I
We
can
kind of
show-
do it. We didn't know where we're stopping.
Yeah, we didn't know what the fuck we were
Very
doing,
well.
but
Right.
here, so you can see. So
And
right,
so
right
this
before
is
this
an example
happens,
of close,
yeah, actually, here, let me
right?
just go from the top because we mostly do shit correctly. So like going
Yeah.
from the very top of the mechanic, I get red, Evie needs blue, so we just swap real quick. And so then I'm just AFK over here. He's getting ready with his melee. He's going to die horribly, and they're soaking the orb. So now he's going to run to me, and we're going to swap again because I need to go soak this orb, and I need to have be red for that. So I soak this orb with red.
Right.
And now Evie needs the shit again because he's going to get dived. He's either going to be close or far for these dives. So we swap again. And now he should be getting dived. And this is where we realize
where
this
we
is
get
wrong
close.
because these people are getting dived instead. So the two
Boom.
close reds are getting dived instead.
Right.
And the two close reds are going to get dived again. And now they're all dead. So Evie is now the closest red.
Red.
So he's going to get hit.
Because nobody's there.
And now I
Enjoy.
run in and we swap this shit. So now I'm the closest red. And so now I'm going to get hit again.
I
So
see.
the other two people being dying were just basically in this configuration. Evie would have done nothing, and then the swaps me and Evie did would have been going on the other side, and then I would have come in and taken the third dive, and then I would have passed back to the for the first like tank over here, and then to Cry if he wasn't dead, and that's how that would work. So basically, if like with the new strat, how this should work is Cry's getting hit over here. He's passing to Talon. Talon's getting hit. I'm moving over. I'm passing to... Like, I pass to Talon, I get hit, and then I pass back to Cry, and Cry gets hit. And then the melee and range are doing the same shit over here.
So
Gotcha.
to counter Talon, we've seen the Mirage dives more than 20
Should probably
plus
move
times.
if you have a move or something.
We've seen the Mirage dives more than 20 plus times, and they've always been in succession of what they chose first. Compared to like Eevee being targeted, we saw that what 3 times.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
in
Like,
comparison,
it's
the
statistically
sample size is just
improbable.
much better.
Yeah. It could have happened, but like we were approaching like sub 0.25% chance for like
Yeah.
it to go like
At that
this.
point, like we're making
Whereas like
that for an outlier.
yeah, the chance of Eevee getting targeted is like sub 8% or something, which like sub 8 and sub 0.25 don't like they sound both like small numbers, but there's a mountain in between them.
So,
Alright,
one thing I want to make sure we verify. We should set who is moving when tethers are swapped. Because when 2 people move and they are passing a debuff, it is not good. Like, it opens up so many possibilities for server ticks to just murder us.
I think
I think that
melee
we
should
should.
stand still, pretty much.
Well,
in
you can't
general-
just say melee. It's so I have a tether that another person needs to grab who is moving.
I
Am
think
moving
whoever
to
is
give it?
grabbing the tether should be the one moving.
Oh yeah, whoever
Okay.
needs the tether. move.
Like the person grabbing the tether should be like for the purpose of dives should be like the person who wants to get hit next.
Okay, so I'm saying for like this entire phase, if I need a tether, I go and get it. Or the opposite.
Yeah,
Sorta. It's because
like, yeah. I mean, it's kind of slightly different, but like the main thing is like
the second. to
we're,
third
so
pass,
for
you're
for the
swapping
very
off.
first tethers, right? We're putting the impetus on the ranged and healers to solve it. So it's like I'm the
Okay.
one who needs to grab a tether. So Eevee should be standing
Okay.
still. I move to him,
Sure.
and then for dives, we're putting the impetus on the player who's about to be hit to like do it. So like we're just waiting. I would be waiting for Eevee to get hit, and I'd be moving to him.
We could do
Yeah,
all
we
the
get that right
dives
there.
on the
They see.
Tier
See.
2 as
I mean,
well.
we only saw it once, but like this actually seemed really responsive when me and Evie were both
Yeah,
waiting for this
it
every time.
definitely. Yeah, that slippery is like.
I just
super-
don't trust it.
No,
What
I
is-
agree. In general, mechanics in this game are fucked, but like this seemed fine. But it could have just been like. sort
No,
of
no,
in
it was
our
fucked
favor.
for me and Talon. I tried to give
Alright, never
Talon
mind.
it, and
Alright,
he
never
was
mind.
running
It's
away
fine.
from me. I was like, fuck this shit.
If
dude.
he's running away as fuck, what do you
Okay,
think about
so-
doing all of the dives on either D and 2 or B and 4? Depending
Yeah,
on
I
how close
can
they
do
fall.
that.
I think that's a
Actually,
good idea.
yeah.
we could
Yeah,
treat it
that's
like
fine.
we could treat it like the Titania.
So like Dara
lightning
would sit
tether.
on, or like I
No,
would
actually, we
take
could do if we
my
do that. We can have
dive.
rage and heals start first, right?
Take the first ones, yeah. Well, no, because then you're taking the fourth one, right?
Well, no, but so basically instead of yeah,
the
so, yeah,
reasoning we
just
had
that.
it that long is because of the debuff timer, like the fire res. So we
No, but
wanted
I'm
the
saying like
first people
we
to
take
the
first
last
and
dive.
fourth instead of the tanks.
Oh, you want to take first and fourth? I mean, that's
Yeah, because it removes a swap.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
so yeah, because basically what happens
Oh
is
yeah.
so
Because
like
you already
after
have the debuff.
yeah, so this swap right here we would basically
How
not do.
long do we have between taking the blues and Mirage Dive starting? It's a while,
A fucking
right?
It's a while,
yeah. So
okay.
I take mine very late here.
And
and,
we
like-
still have like, we're still waiting.
Okay, yeah, never mind. We're fine.
Yeah, we're still waiting.
I
Okay,
just
we
wanted to
have-
make sure the
we-
people that
we-
took
we-
blues had the help.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Just take it. Yeah, and we're already there, right? So yeah, blues take
Yeah,
their
yeah.
shit, stand on the fucking marker, and then we'll just have the melee on the side go first. So
And they
in this
walk
case,
into the marker.
yeah, assuming this was a far, what would happen here is I'm standing on D, I would get hit, Eevee would run in, grab it, get hit, Talon would run in, grab it, get hit, and then finally I would come in, grab it, and get hit.
Also, crucially, if you're not taking a dive, you're not on the marker.
Yeah, so if you're sitting here waiting for the person to move to you, and then you're moving away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
One other thing, it might sound obvious, but after we're done with the orbs, you should try and lean towards mid if you can. You heal.
No, that is a good point. We're so focused
'Cause
on.
we're
I'm just blowing a
Yeah,
bunch of
about
fucking
that.
healing here, and I'll figure out what I actually need to use.
Oh,
are we-
thankfully though, we do have Star.
Are we
Star
Star
is
would be
like
in with
the
us,
size
yeah.
of the stage. Yeah.
Are we DPSing orbs finally? Like, are we
yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
can start
was-
DPSing orbs now.
Okay.
Let's start
Yeah.
DPSing orbs.
Okay, Darl, do you want Troob anywhere in here? I think it comes up for Almagest if I use it on second.
I've been using it before that Almagus.
It should come up because Shake comes up for the Omega. So that's what
Yeah.
I've been using.
Okay, and you shake second stack in phase 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
How fat is
Uh,
Troob again?
Troob is.
If you're standing where I am right now, are you hitting everyone?
It's 20 yons.
Okay, yeah.
So like here, we'll test
20
it here.
yards? Damn.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fucking
that's fine.
huge
That's fine.
then.
No, if I'm standing here, I'm hitting people over here for 20 ohms.
Yeah, last
Yeah,
15
fine.
seconds. That's
Yeah,
enough
so
time.
Darl,
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
I
So just
stood here
Troob
and
when
you got-
Mirage dives like start happening, basically.
Oh, you want
Mirage
a Mirage dives?
Yeah.
Okay.
because it affects physical, and Mirage Dives are physical, right?
Yeah,
Missionaries
Troob-
only affect
Troob does
magical.
both.
And, yeah, Troob does both, and missionaries, yeah, magical. Yeah, yeah.
Alright, can you repeat the updated dive order? Because now we're having.
Okay,
Tanks and
updated dive
healers.
order. After blue orbs are soaked, range and healers are planting on whatever markers. And then we're having them take the first dives, and based off of whether it's close or far, we'll know, like, obviously it's like close or far.
Yeah,
So in this case,
okay.
let's say it's far, so I'm standing delta, I get hit delta. Next is the melee tanks on that side. Next is the ranged healers on the opposite side, and then finally it's the original ranged healers that got hit the first time.
Okay.
So in this case, the dive order, if it's far, would be me, Eevee, Talum, me. And the dive order, if it's close, would be Talum, Cry, me.
Oh,
Talum.
one issue. Talum has a red tether.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
No. He has a red tether that's not the one he picked up. Because you're saying ranged and healers get their red and they soak their blue orb, right?
Yeah.
And then they plant on the purple and yellow markers.
Yeah, and they all have red.
So if Talum is supposed to come do a dive by taking your tether, he already has red.
The healer and melee on
So
that
he would
side
have
just
to
take it off
pass
them.
to
Okay,
the
yeah.
melees.
Yeah.
After
Okay,
they
hey,
take
the
their
2 players are
first-
doing something. We figured it
Yeah,
out.
they're doing something.
Okay, alright, so and that's the case. Let's say it's close over here. So this shit's happening. So I'm soaking third,
bad.
right? So in between the first and third dive, me and Eevee need to pass Tevers. So I need to be
Yeah.
blue so I can take a red later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but basically, as soon as
Okay.
Eevee sees not Darl get dove, he takes Darl's tether.
Yeah, alright. So then
Yes.
to take it from the top, if it is far, the order that I am personally
Well, it
doing in
works
this
like that on
mechanic-
both sides. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
Adam.
Yeah. The order I am doing, if it is far, is I am standing on this marker, I am getting hit, which is now means I know I'm the far player. I'm swapping with Eevee. Eevee's taking second. Talum is taking third, and then I am moving back and taking first. If it's
Or
close, the order. Yep, go ahead.
Don't you mean Eevee comes to you to take the tether for the swap?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you never leave the marker while you have red. You only leave the marker once someone like takes your red, and then you leave as a blue player.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now let's say Talum is like it's close, so then Talum gets hit first. So as soon as that happens, I need to go swap with Eevee. Actually, I guess to make
As
this
soon as the
brain
first
dead,
dive
you guys
happens,
can just
we can
always
swap every
right?
time.
Yeah, you can just always swap. Yeah, no, sorry. So I'll stand still, and then as soon as the first one goes off, regardless of what it is, Eevee's gonna swap with me.
Yeah.
And
That's what I
then
meant.
if it was
Oh.
close, I'm just waiting. I would be waiting like around here or something after I get the tether, and then it would go off on Cry, and then I go swap with Cry.
Okay, yeah, that's super easy. So
Yeah,
melee
that makes it super easy because we're always yeah. Okay.
Always swap. Yep.
Always getting that tether, and then just after that, things happen.
One
Alright,
other thing, just to be really precise, stand on the edge of the marker towards the eye, because that would be like next melee.
Yeah,
Other
yeah,
than
yeah.
that.
So I should be standing like here instead of here.
Yeah.
Alright.
I understand this. So let's say it's close in this VOD we're looking at that's paused, which means it would be on like 4 and I don't know what the fuck
Yes,
is
it would be
under
on
there.
4
That's B.
and B.
4
B.
and B, gotcha. So it's on 4 and B. That would be, let's just shoot there here. Let's say it's Talum and me. I'm on 4, Talum's on
Well, it would be
You would
Autumn.
never be 4.
It would be
Oh,
Autumn on
right.
4.
You have
be
set
Autumn.
spots, Joe. So every
Okay.
time something happens, you're gonna be doing the exact same movement.
Gotcha. Okay. So Autumn and Talum. Is that right? Or is it Autumn
Correct.
and Dara?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Autumn
So
Talon.
Autumn, Talum, Autumn's at 4, or Talum's at B. So we wait for the first dives to happen. We see it's close dives because they got hit and they're the
Yep.
closer reds. Then every melee swaps.
Yes.
So at this point, you're standing on 2, and
Yep.
you're just chilling, waiting for what you need to do.
Yeah, so Onzo would not be a corpse, and Onzo would run over here and swap with you.
I would
And so
try
you'd
not
end
to
up
be a
with blue.
corpse.
What's the reason he does a swap though?
Because
It's-
you're going to need to swap with
Someone who has red later, so you can't
Because
have
I
red.
had
you're gonna
red
need to swap
because
with
I
Zai,
told-
Right,
and if
that's
you're
what
red,
Autumn was
and
saying.
yes, if you're
Yeah.
red and
Oh,
Zai's
no,
red,
Autumn.
you can't swap.
Yeah. No, that's
Oh,
a really good
yeah.
call.
Yeah.
But does that mean I would need to go to the other side on third
You
dive?
are going to, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so after
it's
your
so-
tether is taken, you'll start positioning toward 4, and then after Zai gets hit by the dive, you'll run into him
take
to
it.
take the tether.
Yeah.
And then
You can just use
after
one and A
that,
while you're waiting.
after that, the first dive players take it from me.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So that would be me taking it from you.
Right. Okay.
So, Joe, so yeah, you have 2 iterations that you're doing. If it's
It
far,
could be far.
you're close, you're taking first dive and fourth dive. If it's close, you're taking third dive only. And those are like the only 2 iterations of the mechanic you're going to be doing personal.
Gotcha. It's
Yep.
a little tricky, but I think I kind of get the logic and
I
Like,
think once you
and I
do it, it'll
understand
be
what
really
needs to-
easy.
yeah, no, like if we were put into a situation where we do it, I think I would do it correctly if it was the close. The far one, I might need a little, but
Alright.
I think we could send it, and then I'll
Yep.
like see.
Yeah. Cupid,
Alright.
we are going to start DPSing, but based off of orb damage, I don't think we have to DPS a lot.
Yeah, I think this orb's gonna take an
The
extra
yellows, the yellows themselves did 27%, and that's not including the dives, which do 30% by themselves.
Yeah, I think that orb's taking like 70% or something.
Yeah.
So
it-
actually, on that note, what eye should we be damaging? Just the one we're close to?
the
Just
same.
I think we should send
I
it on
actually-
the. Let's send it on the
Oh
red eye.
yeah.
Yeah, I
actually,
agree. I think let's find out what happens if we just burn one.
I think
I
for
agree.
simplicity of the mechanic, let's keep the melee on the blue side hitting the blue one. But we should have all the range in the melee on the red side
Yeah.
hitting the red side.
Alright.
Yeah. And just to be clear, red is on C, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So we're killing the CI or
The
attempting to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Which
Yeah, if
means-
someone calls it like the marker, I don't mind. I understand that better than the left eye
Yeah,
right eye
it's
bullshit that they
easier.
gave to us.
Yeah.
Alright.
We could
Alright.
Start pulling.
third
Let's
eye.
fucking go.
Check food.
Yeah, check food.
Other important point is the dive knocks you back if you are not the target. Please not
Yes.
on your dive partner.
So
not
it's like
linger
the
too
nail
long.
dive.
You
I
have plenty of time.
destroyed Talum,
There are
dude.
5 seconds apart. You have to be real slow to get hit.
Yeah, but you have a lot of time. Like, it felt it was pretty chill.
Chain.
Dodge this.
I have a strong tinfoil hat theory to the secret mechanic, but I'll talk about it later. Since we're
My tinfoil is there's no secret.
it could be.
Until I see something, I don't give a fuck.
Blinders on.
Purple.
Clockwise. Far
Your
swap.
flop.
Support. Arms.
Arms.
Voice. Chain.
Behind. Behind. Hold.
This is the power of light. Impossible.
I'm hurting for 95k.
Nah.
Bust.
What the fuck? That's
My power's blinking, so if I die mid-range, that's why.
Oh god.
don't.
Yeah, don't.
Voice, please.
Check debuff.
Stack EMF.
EV, that's wrong. I have spectre.
No. Zach. In. Out.
Bates. Oh shit. No, it was yours. I fucked up. I got distracted by that.
Who's out?
8.
Swipe.
Hey, I understand the confusion. Evie was in the wrong spot. The call out was not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, you just said you're wrong.
I
so
don't
that's
know how else I could have said it.
Wrong spot.
Wrong spot
mean-
instead of you're wrong. Like
That's okay.
Yeah, I
we'll
thought
go
that,
again.
I checked the call to verify. Dude, there are 3 people in that fucking free tower, dude.
In 30 minutes I'm gonna have to go for like 20 minutes or so. I need to pick up a family member.
Oh, you did.
Okay.
Very
Get
Voice.
it.
Limited. Chain.
Yo, wait, I gotta eat too.
Watch this.
Yeah, sorry, they don't have a car, and I'm the only one who's surprised.
Get a car. I'm kidding.
Just buy a car, dude.
Dude, you.
I wouldn't see them.
Purple. You're mid autumn.
Yep.
Counter.
Your flop. Yellow.
Arms.
Voice. Chain.
Behind.
Hold a lot. It's very good.
This is the power of light. Impossible.
I got full mana. Let's fucking
Yo.
go.
Oh yeah.
Go see it.
Damn.
You men shift and buddy.
Look at divas.
Stack out one.
Baits. Second baits.
Stack out in.
Last baits.
I'm
Wait
on
for
3
one as
this
well.
time. But,
Away from Evie.
I don't know, is it easier for me? No, I'll stay there.
Jackin. Look at A. Damn it, he baited through mid. Watch out.
Raising.
Hot.
Up.
Chain. With
Away
me.
from one.
Voice.
Hot. Buffs.
Send it out. Actually, I'm looking to send it over.
Oh, alright.
Dragon.
Jack, check more autos.
No, no more. That's it.
Oh. Send everything.
My intro.
We already saw stack, right? I mean,
We're still kind of looking at targeting just to see if it's completely random. Alright,
On Daro.
on Daro. Alright, good luck. Look at tethers.
Melee's red tethers, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait for stage 2. Okay, pop. Okay, pass the ring.
Forget fuck. Oh shit.
Oh, the ray will kill
Oh, I
us.
clip you, Evie?
that wasn't a, no, that wasn't a relay, that was
That
a yellow
was,
exploding.
Yellow exploding, yeah.
Did I clip you with my blue orb, Evie?
No, I died to the other thing. I could have moved in time.
Are you sure you took
Uh,
nines?
It was from the other thing.
Okay.
The yellow
I
exploding.
think the yellow orb like
What
did
was
999.
what was the deal right now?
I don't think that was
Two.
Zine needed a red, no one gave it to him, and Talon swapped too early before I took an orb.
Yeah, we didn't have light parties
There-
with
yeah,
tethers
there's-
there.
Okay.
Okay, it's just fucked.
Yeah, it's
it's
just
just fucked. Alright, so how are we just like calling out, yo, I need a red feather? Someone comes.
So, is it consistent that we have 2 people in each light party regardless of role with a red tether?
I don't think we should assume anything. Like, this seems so random that I think we should just assume the entire thing is completely random, and we can just have any pattern. I think we just treat it like Ferd Pass. Like,
Get used to.
Yeah.
no, like
Yeah.
it's not easy, but we just have to do it. I think. Like, we just have to
Would we like?
I mean, the
a
problem is it's not
marker?
one person that you know you have to give it to.
Yeah.
That's also how Fur Pass works.
So actually,
Which-
what Evie's
We're talking
kind of
about Nisi,
saying.
right?
Yeah, like
No, ignore what I'm saying. Ignore what I'm saying. It's for a different part.
Okay. So
Well, no,
I mean, after.
it-
I
it-
put
it's
the
you
other-
know what
pretty-
debuff
pretty
you
talking about
have,
the
and
path.
you can look at the gavel debuffs, so you know exactly who needs it.
Yeah.
I mean, but you can basically do the same thing here because you can look at what you have, and then if you have the wrong thing, then you can also just look at the party list and see like of the
There's
people who are wrong.
7 other people who could need your debuff.
No, there's only 4.
I think I have a suggestion. Darl, you might have not seen this strat because PF does this, and it was like UPR for third pass. What they did here, I'm gonna grab markers. This
Okay,
is
so
the Aether
yeah,
group.
Talum had a red there, so I needed to get the red from Talum.
So I'm just-
Everyone else already had.
I'm just gonna explain what they did in PF. They would have the DPS stand on A, B, C, D, depending on their gavel, and then the players that like needed to switch with the respective ones would go to that marker. I'm not sure that idea could like help here. Like
Well,
maybe
That's
a
basically the same thing we're doing.
That's
just
actually
in a
the
line
same
instead of a
exact thing.
square.
Yeah, because we have set positions for who needs what. Like
Right,
the people that need red are always going to be in the same spots. So like in this instance, in the previous pool, all of the melee had red except for me, and Talum was the only range that had red. So he needed to identify somehow that I was the only person that needed a red tile and come give it to me.
I think
I
that's
see
what
what you
you
mean
just put in chat has merit. So basically, you have like 2 light parties, right?
You look at your 2 guys right on your side,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if they
Yeah,
both have
it-
red, you book it other fucking side, right?
Can someone place markers here? Sorry.
It's like from Autumn's perspective, Autumn's looking at me and then Cry, and then full send.
Not just you and he would look at basically Talum, me, and you. If he sees 2 red markers, he knows he has to go to the other side. If he does not, then he knows he has to switch to someone.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So if you have more
yeah.
than 2 red markers
one
in your
side.
light party, that means the ranged is guaranteed to have one. So
Mhm.
so the ranged always just goes to the other side in that case.
Yeah, okay.
It
I
has
see, I
to
see.
someone, but you know where you're going before you need to know who you're passing to.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
If it ends up with 4 melees red, well, it's stealth, you know?
Yeah. I guess I can also just facilitate that. It's a little easy to like, just look at people.
Well, the person who has the blue, the melee that's stuck with the blue, right, and needs the red that's coming over, can just stand towards the middle, grab it, and then run towards the yellow through the eye
Yeah.
or some shit, right?
Yeah. Like if you
Because
have
then you
a
know who you're
melee-
going to, right? Because he's waiting for you. I don't know if that's.
So wait a minute. I want to make sure something. So let's say we start that mechanic right with the
Mhm.
chains, and a ranged has a red. Obviously, we don't want that. By that same logic, if a ranged has a red, does that mean a melee is missing a red?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes, actually.
Yes.
Okay.
Each range that has a red is one melee that has a blue.
Yes.
Exactly. So there's
Yeah.
going to be somebody that you need to give the red to.
So
That's a
just
lot of
talking
movement.
through the using your eyes at your light party strat, if there is 1 red in my light party, I just sit there and twiddle my thumbs as a ranged. Whichever melee would need red would position toward the other group, and then that's it, right? If there's 2 reds in my light party, we just figure our
Well,
shit out.
It depends on if there's 1 red in your light party. It depends on if you have.
Well, they would still do the normal pass,
You
right?
get your red to the tank or the melee, and then whichever one doesn't have it stands toward the other party.
Yeah.
So using last pool as a symbol, because Zai need the red tether and Talum have it. Where would Zai be? Like
I'm
behind?
in my same spot.
Well,
There,
right,
I can,
so-
I can just
So if you have 2 reds in your light party, which is what we had last time, you just figure your shit out in your light party. So in the case of last pool where Cry and Darl had red, or sorry, Cry and Talum had red, Talum needs to see that he needs to give to Zai.
Yes.
And then
And then
in
if
the
there's
case where you have
more reds,
3
you
reds in your
extend your
light party, yeah. So in the case that there's 3 reds in your light party, At least one range will have a red. If it's like healer and range, just make the range do it.
Yeah.
And that person will just run over to the other light party, and someone should be waiting for you to pick up that red.
Yeah, so if it's 2-2 in your light party, solve in your light party. If it's 3-1 in your light party, then you need to like send a ranged over.
I think if you have a blue tether, instead of defaulting to your spot, you should just default towards mid so that you're closer to the other party.
I
In
feel
case they
like
have to swap with you.
I don't like this. I feel like it's easy to keep people static, but
How are you proposing to keep it static?
you just have the melees and tanks never fucking move, and the range and healers just move if needed.
He's just saying
it
to
just
keep them in
doubles the
direct
people you have to
movement.
look at doing that.
Does it?
If we do the light party strat, the only actual people I ever have to look at are my light party.
Well, wait. Technically,
Because if I
Well, no,
bring
you're
a
doing
red
the-
to the other
no,
party,
you're
in the light
still
party
doing the same
strat.
thing.
well,
yeah,
still
in the light
looking.
party strat, the melees could just plant still.
Yeah, you're
Can't
doing
they?
the same looking. You're looking at the same exact thing. It's just when you go over to the other side, you know they're gonna be on 2 and D. Like they're just not moving. Like they're not gonna be
you just
middle.
look for whichever one doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
You just-
it's the same exact like what you said with the light party. Like looking at the same exact people. It's just they're gonna be in the same spot every time. That's all Daryl's saying. Like instead of having people move somewhere and maybe be somewhere else, like the melee are just always planted.
I see.
That's all Daryl's suggesting. To just reduce like accidental passing or movement.
Yeah, like
The
you can
melee are
still
just completely
Okay.
still.
like,
Okay.
you can still like you can use the light party thing to like figure out which like side you're going to grab your tower from if you want to think about it like that. But like you just have to once you're walking over there, you have to figure out which of the idiots has the blue and like move to
Yeah.
them yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
And they're-
important difference from what we were doing before, because what we were doing before says that or I guess
I don't
it's
think
the
we
same,
were
never
really
mind.
doing
This is-
much
never mind.
before.
This is just what we're doing before, my
Yeah.
understanding.
I think a lot of people weren't aware. But
Yeah,
now we have like a concrete
Melee
this
tanks
is what we're
standing
doing.
still, range, and healers fixing the mechanic. However you want to figure out what you need to do to fix the mechanic, like, is up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
the important thing
You
is
can look at
just
the party
like,
list. You can use your eyes and look at the arena. You could do some fucking algorithm. Like,
Yeah, there's just
Yeah.
2 general rules that we're following. We want all the melee with red, and we want none of the range with blue.
yeah. So like, as long as you're arranged and you end the phase with a blue and you didn't steal it from another range, you're fine.
okay, well, one important distinction there. If you have like Talon Cry that start with red, and then Joe and Anza that start with red, Joe is giving to Eevee, and
Yeah.
Talon is giving to Zai.
Yes.
You can't. The other way also fulfills what Darl just said, but is not the same strat.
What do you
What?
mean?
Like
What
Talon
other way?
could give to Eevee, and Joe could give to Zai.
Well, if you can stay like on your side, like if you don't need to go
priority.
across,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. We had
Yeah.
not established that.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like we don't need to establish that.
I
Like,
think
that just
that was,
seems
yeah, that was like a little common sense, but it's cool to say it as.
like it's
Well, no, it makes sense to mention it because, like, if
Yeah.
we just keep that the same, like, it's gonna be more consistent. Like with what I'm saying.
just
I don't know. I think if you just, I mean, I guess, but like if you just default to always trying to swap with the closest person if possible, it also solves it. Because like if I'm on like D,
Yes,
right?
but again, we hadn't said that.
But what
He
I'm
was
just
just
saying, well,
putting
I'm
it
just saying
into
you
words.
have to do unintuitive movements. Like if
Like-
I'm on D and
Y'all
there's
are
someone who I
saying
could
the same
take,
thing. You're just
this
Autumn
is
said
this is
it.
pointless.
Yeah, exactly.
Aye, man. Let's get
You're
a couple
agreeing
more
to the
pulls
same
before our
things.
guy has to do the family.
Yeah, I got yeah,
Yeah,
like
let's start pulling.
13 minutes. Oh wait, do I know how to count?
Yeah, you have like 13 or 14, I think.
All right, cool. Thanks, Darl.
Keck.
Okay, we're actually gonna take my word for it.
Oh,
I don't think I was that sure of that, but yeah, sure, let's go.
I'm looking at my clock right now. I almost jumped into the wall.
Voice. Litany.
I think I remember
Change.
looking at the instance being like, yeah, there's like
Modulus.
6 minutes left.
To dodge this part of the rotation.
Yeah.
You're gonna enter other fights and be like, dodge this.
Yeah, I totally already know.
Power is mine.
Yellow.
Yeah, I don't know what I saw either.
What the fuck?
It's okay.
Alright, good job, blue players, including myself.
What happened?
No, you
Now you're good.
I have to witness this shit every fucking time, so I'm in fucking purgatory.
Okay, I admit, other times it's been fine. That time was like really weird. Myself included.
We're alive, it's fine. Basically.
Glory is mine.
Counter.
More swap.
Wait, was that far and near?
Only 4. So we're good.
Focus.
Support.
Too open.
Arms.
Arms.
Voice. Lip chain.
I shall bury you with glory.
Behind. Behind.
This is the power of light. Impossible.
You okay?
Dude,
Raising?
I am definitely not okay.
Okay, focus on mechanics.
Check deeper.
Back out again.
Eight.
Back in out.
Second 8.
In.
Third 8. Away from ED.
Draken.
Look at it.
Look at 8.
One baited my gear schedule.
Litany. Voice.
Yeah, that's
Chain.
I think I moved late. That's not bad.
get my jumps in.
Keep sending everything.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
That was bad. What did there's
You
no way.
coughed, and then you
Question.
died.
I don't know why the fuck you're dead.
My missionary didn't go.
Oh, did you just get eye rolled?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got high rolled.
Yeah, because I got
we can
nature
get-
off.
We definitely died high roll without missionary.
We have time before.
Yeah, we can still go. It's not
Okay,
like
one more,
exact.
one more.
It's just, yeah.
Also, yeah, Anza, that was moving late. I was also a little farther than I could have been from the thing.
Fucking
I was
man.
like-
I
was
just get
like, how-
shot every time.
Yeah.
I stopped getting shot every time.
Yeah, at least you
Great,
live.
dude.
At least you fucking lived. So.
That's
Yeah.
because I don't give Cry my cooldown. I just use it on
Yeah.
myself.
You motherfucker!
Chain.
Listen, you've been living healthily every
Watch
time,
this.
and I have to take more damage after.
And
Yeah,
you get a bigger shield drive from me.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I give you nature.
I like how we swapped to this strat so the tanks would stop getting shot. Here we are.
Here we are.
I was thinking about that too.
Here we are.
Okay, this is super easy.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah.
Right, no one asked why I'm walking literally inside Thoradin during strength. For the Ascalon.
Don't get.
By the way, I think with our kill time, I should be able to addle ultimate end and have it up for the second stack.
Someone remind me.
Actually, okay. I can confirm that.
Okay.
If it's 90.
Yeah.
Glory is mine.
Count clockwise.
First
sorry.
swap.
Near swap, no swap.
Clockwise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Arms.
To me, my knights.
If you do it like right here.
Voice. Litanic chain.
I shall bury you and your race.
Help me.
Behind me.
Time.
Behind.
Hold.
I'm already over cabin blood.
This is the power of light.
Heal on.
Feel it. He wasn't actually healthy. I just don't burst until his debuff goes out.
I stopped hitting him after 10%. Oh, also I was saying we were helping that.
Oh.
What?
Collective.
Yeah. Anyways, mechanic. I agree.
Get debuff.
Back in out.
In. Out.
Bait.
Second baits.
Back out.
Out. In.
Third bait.
Wait for me to.
Draken.
Dragon lens.
Look at A.
Lit chain.
Rebuff.
Voice.
Kraken.
Yeah,
36% in use.
Yeah, he's gonna die if we keep going.
If we keep going.
Alright, light party, light party.
Light parties, 2-4. Alright.
Yeah, it's random.
Look at your debuffs for tether.
EV pop in, EV.
Probably need pop.
Oh.
It was stage 3, and I took 100k.
I should have stacked my with the blue, I guess.
You had blue red on, so or no?
I had red. No, I had blue. I swapped with Joe.
Mirage
Shut
dies.
up!
We're
Okay,
Get
sorry.
focused. We can do this. It
Wait.
was
What the fuck?
It was on Artem and me. I was far. He was close.
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, Artem got hit, and then I got hit at the same
One
time.
close, one far?
Is it
Yeah.
just
Did it bug
Or
out?
maybe people die, so the target.
Yeah,
fucked.
exactly.
Oh, maybe.
I'm thinking that's
it
what
might be
happened.
completely random.
Got
'Cause-
left eye really fucking low, by the way.
Yeah.
Hold on.
They got healed.
Something we could check. I'm not sure if it would mean anything, but when did the people get up from LD, basically? Like, what point of the Mirage dive cast?
By the way, we lose our debuff when we die, so like,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably impossible with any death,
yeah. with
Yep.
any of this.
which makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I gotta be right back. I'll let y'all know when I'm good to go.
Alright.
I
We're going on a big ass 20-minute break.
Okay.
Wait, first,
People
before we
are-
talk about that, Evie, where the fuck are we pointing this boss after Die from Greece? Like, is there any way you can get?
Yeah,
to
I was
or
gonna
is it gonna
say-
be, like,
I can point it at one every time, or
Okay.
wherever I end up, I can just say.
it's probably
Because
easier if you
sometimes I
point
end
at
up
one every
fucking
time.
awkward, right? I have
But yeah,
been
like
doing
it
that,
says,
yeah.
like, are you able? Because if like, you can't get to one every time, I would rather it just be like.
No, I can.
figure it out.
It's just
Okay.
like one auto might shoot like sideways a little bit, but it shouldn't. No.
In that case, it might be easier if you just call a marker and everyone gets the fuck away from it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone will die if they get clipped by one auto there.
Yeah,
So maybe we can just leave it as one.
it should be. It should be fine.
All right, let's do that then.
Alright, we talking about the poll now?
Yeah.
So, Mirage dives happen 3 seconds after everyone is raised, so I don't think it's deaths.
Yeah, that should be fine then.
The-
So
although the cast starts as we're getting up. They go off 3 seconds after we're up. So if it targets when the cast starts, which is how a lot of mechanics work.
The people who were alive were Darl, Fluffy, and
Oh yeah,
Hanzo.
it makes no. It can't be what I just said because I got targeted and I got raised. So it had to have targeted at the end.
it
Were
is.
we
If
the
it's,
only
so if
two
it's
red
completely random, I
allies?
think there's actually a way to solve that. Which requires gaming.
I mean, yeah, we just have to make sure no one with the debuff ever has red.
Yeah, so we just do the same strat, right? We put the 4 reds on them, almost verified. So who the fuck did it target?
It targeted me and Anzo first. Me and Talum are the closest.
Yeah, Anzo's definitely not the closest.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, it one-shots me.
That's
It
neat.
does 58.6k. I have 56k health.
Okay, yeah, it's just mitigation then.
Yeah.
Literally any. So yeah, it goes. So now you're dead. So now closest should be Talum and Anzo. Yeah, so that is the 2 closest, but I guess that's just completely random, and we just how the
Who are the first? So it was Autumn and Anzo.
And Anzo are the first 2.
yeah.
But Anzo's definitely not. Yeah,
No,
Anzo's-
you are 100%
yeah,
closer
yeah,
than
yeah.
Anzo.
Yeah,
was
it's not
wondering
the
if
2
maybe,
closest
like-
and then not too far. So I think we have to assume it's just random then.
Yeah. I mean, that honestly makes the most sense.
I get it, but it doesn't make sense to how the fuck we haven't been getting it then, because like the chance that shit is
Agreed,
so low.
but it being completely random, like, is how you would kind of expect that to go.
It also could be possible that each of the dives does a different targeting, and so like only some of them can be random and some of them are consistent. Like, but we might as well just assume they're all random at this point.
Yeah.
That'd be a reason why it would be kind of pseudo random, but also like this could even happen. It's just not just like I don't know. The fucking interns coded the RNG seeding in this game. Okay. So yeah, basically, I think you just gamer it. Basically, like I think we go back to doing a swap beforehand.
We just do the factory thing, don't we?
No. So basically, you need to watch and see every time reds get hit. They need to be swapped, but only the reds that got hit. So I think we just go back to swapping. So we start with melee and tanks on red, like on the markers. Basically, we reset back to like the first positions before, like where we start the mechanic at. Except for all the melee tanks have reds, and then just the healers are just waiting. Or the ranged healers are just like waiting in the middle, and they literally have to look and see who gets targeted with reds, and then swap with those people. That way, like so basically, that's why we have extra people. And that's why we can take an extra step, because every time it checks for dives, all 4 of the dive players have to not have the piercing res debuff. Because if any one of them gets the piercing res, it's just RNG. If they get targeted, they'll die.
Yeah.
And
Do
what
we have a
have
whiteboard we're using right now?
No. As we should have exactly enough for that, right? Because like first,
Yeah, that makes sense.
first we
I'm
have
just gonna
4
copy
people.
this one.
Second, 2 can't. 6 can. Third, 4 can't. 4 can. And then 4 can't. 4 can. Yeah. So we have for the third and fourth, we have exactly 4 people who can take it. So yeah.
Wait, why the fuck are there not everyone on this one? Oh, I didn't copy them all. Okay, fine. There we go.
What a piece of shit mechanic. All right.
Hey, hang on, I'm doing a thing. I think there might be a problem, but I need to whiteboard it to figure it out.
I think
Wait,
if we just have like the range to always go.
Too good hit.
I don't think there's a
Yeah,
problem.
it's okay. It's not a problem, but it makes it a little more thinking than.
Yeah, no, it's more thinking
like,
and reactions.
Do you see like the one I copied? My mouse is like doing a circle on the whiteboard.
My fucking browser's frozen.
I can.
This thing is way too powerful, Darl. My browser actually just fucking lags every single
Yeah,
time.
my browser's actually fucked too. Hold on.
Okay,
All right, am I in?
Oh, I see him.
Oh, yeah, it should be like this.
Okay, I'm just fucking relogging. Hold on.
Oh god. If I had a coin for every fucking frame I had, I'd have 1 fucking coin, dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm just trying to load in the whiteboard, dude.
Alright, let me know.
I think you need 1 board per fucking fight in our expansion.
Nah, bro, this shit doesn't lag, dude.
Dude, I'm fine. It's fine for me.
As long as I'm zoomed in. If I can't see anything,
it only
it's fine.
lags
Yo, I
when
can
you're
zoom
typing.
all the
yeah,
way
it's
out,
fine.
dude.
Oh jeez.
No.
Yo, I
fucking
can zoom
shot.
all the way out. I got all this
Like
shit,
10
dude.
FPS.
I have 10
Dude, do you have fucking fiber?
5.
I have gigabit, but it's the browser lagging, not the fucking.
Get a better fucking browser. Then.
Alright. So
I'm
I'm
here.
over here, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so suppose like the tanks get hit first, right?
Yeah.
So then the healers take their reds, and now the healers get hit. So ideally the tanks would just take it back, but they can't. Because they can't take first and third and
We just don't think
survive.
about it
So
like
How do you think about it then?
that. So how I want to do it, that is a lot more than I
Oh
did.
god.
What
Lord.
the fuck just
Oh,
happened?
the strat. I
Hello
don't like it.
there.
Alright. My copies did not go true, boys. Okay, so basically what I'm thinking is something like this shit. And then these go off wherever the fuck. And then we always have the healer take these. And then just me and Talon need a priority system amongst ourselves to know who's taking what with like any configuration. And so then we swap. These players are gone from the mechanic.
Okay, so
So now-
healers take the first hits, then
Yeah,
range
so
takes
now
the
we're
next
here.
hits.
Now range, they don't care if
Okay.
it's a healer or whoever the fuck. It's just like, let's say like it goes here. Now you and Joe just need a priority system for like where you're going.
We can do fucking Garuda Busters. Just like one person looks clockwise, the other looks counterclockwise.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
It does not concern melees, don't worry about it.
Dear God.
Clockwise.
I think it's about concern melees.
Thank God.
Actually,
Now-
wait. Darl, wouldn't it Never
So
mind.
now we're gonna have another one target. And we need another swap. So this could be anyone, and the only people that can take this are the 2 people that got hit originally. Fuck! Everyone's got to be in this shit.
Everybody has
Fuck.
to be in there.
That's to be a better way to do it.
All you need to do.
That's to be a better way to do this because now these 2 players, now they need to know, and these 2 players could be fucking anyone of the original set, the original 4.
Yeah, but we could know where they are, right?
Wait, if you do this,
Like if it has to be.
So I guess if you guys position here and here,
Yeah, yeah.
it should solve itself, right? If you just always go clockwise.
they pass.
What I mean is,
But you take the 2 like. Yeah, I think we can just solve that rule of thumb, right? So it's like if we have it like this, like so we're considering these 2 players, they need to go take something. So if it goes like this, they both like if it both spawn on like the same side, like B4, D2 being sides, then you both take the clockwise one. This is clockwise. This is clockwise. Otherwise, they spawn in any other configuration. Take the one that's on your side. I can move this Reaper. I can move anything. What the fuck? Oh god.
God.
Browser's fucking dying, dude.
Oh my god, he's making squares that
You have
stay
2
on for
tabs
more than a
open,
second.
too, so it's like
Do I?
it's trying to update. Yeah, I see 2
Oh
instances
shit!
of
That's
your,
why. Hold
your
on.
cursor.
Hold on. Where the fuck?
well, okay, we can think about right. The people who get hit first need to take it at the end, right?
Yeah. No, I
Somewhere.
think it's pretty easy because they have time to pre-position.
Yes, and we can have 2 red tethers on each side at the end, so then the 2 people, no matter what, can take.
Bro, where is my second instance of this?
God, this
doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah, I think this should.
This
Where's
is
my
a-
second instance?
So
You
2
like it,
random,
Tom?
2
I
right,
just see
2
2
random
instances
people
of
get hit
focus.
first, right?
Yes.
2 random people. Okay, so that's 2 people. It doesn't matter who. 2
Eh,
people random get
But
hit.
they have to have red tethers, right? This is
Yes,
right.
yes.
Okay. So
2 random people with the red tethers get hit. The 2 healers take it from them, right?
Okay.
So these 2 random people, keep them in mind. We need them later, okay?
Okay.
Then, of the 4 people currently, we don't give a fuck if they're a healer anymore. 2 of them get hit, and the range take it from those 2 people. And then, when the last people get hit, that's when the 2 random people at the start take it from them.
Yeah, so they just need
I
a
see.
priority system, but like the priority system I'm talking about, I think that just makes sense. Like
It's just
if they spawn diagonally, you have one on like so basically if you're the first people targeted, after your tether gets yoinked, you go and sit on the eye, and you're like fucking making eye contact with the other guy on the opposite side of the arena.
On the opposite side. You're just looking at your guy, right? No?
Well, no, you're looking at your guy. I guess actually.
Wait, Darryl, is there any reason they can't just use the same determination as the other people?
Because these could be any of the 4 people from the start.
Well, so can I fuck with your diagram and make an example?
I literally can't see.
It's pretty fucked already.
So.
I literally can't see.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna fuck with your diagram.
Yeah, just fuck about it. Fucking send it, dude.
Okay. So fucking doesn't fucking matter who's where. Basically, assume that both tanks. Oh god, the eye moved. Okay. Oh god, help. Okay, so fucking both tanks got hit first, right?
Okay.
Oh my god, I can't move on to.
Would it be easier if we went into T4?
But
yes,
Probably.
yes, it would.
the tanks in range won't be getting hit first because the ranged have the.
I'm making a ready
first,
check.
yes?
I'm kicking everyone who fails to ready check.
No, I think
Ready
we need to have the
game,
melees.
yes, if you're ready. I'm kicking everyone who fails it so we can go into T4.
I
So
think
the
it's
reason-
easier if you don't have the melee take.
We're more likely to lose uptime if the range start with the reds.
Are you?
Oh wait, it doesn't. Never.
You're not.
It doesn't
I
fucking
don't
matter
think
because
so.
we can hit both eyes. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm fucking stupid.
Oh man, I don't
We can
believe
hit both
that.
eyes.
That seems very sus, but
What I'm saying is, if you don't have the melee take the first hit, they can always stay on one side.
Oh shit, hold on.
Because they'll always have 2 dives towards them, right? 2 potential.
Mm-hmm.
So they can
Yeah,
just
we'll-
use
we'll
those
just
if they
explain it
need
with
to.
Markers in here.
And if neither are close to them, then the other 2 on the other side are taking it anyway.
Checking game. So like I think the problem with that, I guess actually, well, we'll have to see it in game. But like I think the problem with that Autumn is because its priority system is fucked because it's not just 2 people communicating; it's 1 person communicating with up to 3 other mystery people. They don't know who it is until the poll starts. So I think,
So
but because of
we
the
have-
unique,
actually, that's fucked. Hang on. Okay. A and B, or A and B are the eyes. Okay.
Yes.
yeah,
We got fucking 1, 2,
Oh, shit, come
3, or 3 should actually be here. 3, and 4. So the numbers are the red spots, okay?
Yeah.
So fucking, for some reason I don't have a red tether. Someone gets hit by a red, or whoever gets hit by the first dive bomb, they just go into the middle and they wait for their turn. Once it's their turn, they position toward an eye, and then based on that eye, they go clockwise or counterclockwise from north. So like if I'm toward this eye, I'm looking from here and just like scanning around to see who gets hit when it's my turn.
So the first player and figuring out where they go for the 4th set.
Yes. So, and this would work for every set as well. So basically, like, you position toward an eye, based on that, it determines which direction you look around the arena.
I mean, I guess if everyone uses the same eye and goes counterclockwise, that
Yeah.
would work. But like, the thing is, like, when you have these two people, like, let's say, like, 4 and 2 gets hit, 4 and 2 need to know who's going clockwise and who's going counterclockwise from the eye. And they have to know...
Not from the eye, they're both from north.
Right.
Yeah, you just look at the middle and you
No,
go,
but they have to
"Hey."
know which one of them is going taking the first clockwise eye and which one of them is taking the first counterclockwise
Yeah.
eye.
So
Yeah.
assume that I'm the dude at 2, right?
Right.
And I get hit by the first dive.
Right.
So I'm chilling while 2 other people do their thing, and then when I'm up, I'd like position toward B if I was at 2, or I'd position toward A if I'm like at 4. And by this positioning, I know whether I look clockwise or counterclockwise.
Well, I mean,
Because like basically, if I'm
you can
if I'm
just have
toward
person
the west
closest
side,
just look
then
up.
I know to look counterclockwise because it's closer to me, and vice versa.
Couldn't you just say if you took the 1, you always look clockwise? If you took the 4, you always look counter, and the 2 is like, if it's 1 and 2, 2 looks counter, 1 looks clockwise.
I mean, that's the same thing, just adding steps. Like,
Yeah.
it's the same thing, I'm just thinking about it a different way.
Yeah.
But basically, because the people that got hit first have just, like, a shitload of time to figure out what they're doing, when they go into the middle, they can literally just, like, position on either side of each other. And that tells them what their priorities
I mean, I don't think they should be in the middle.
I mean, yeah, that's fucking uptime, though, right?
We're hitting a thing right here, right?
Well, no, because no, there's idiots in the middle, like, already.
Well, so my thought was, when you're on deck to take red, you're closer to the eye.
And then my
so
thought
then
is
when
that
you're
you
not
are
on deck,
standing in
you're
the
closer
spot
to the
that people
middle.
want to go to. Like, if you're, so let's say you're 2, right? And
Yeah.
then like you get hit, and then you run here, and like let's say I'm supposed to soak like 2 or 3 or something. Like I'm supposed to show the 3rd one or some shit. And I'm sitting here, and now it's like 1 gets hit. I want to move to 1, and if you're right here, you're fucking in my way. So
you
it's like
both have
That's
blue.
fine, though. You have the same color tether.
actually we would, yeah. So that
That person being in your way doesn't matter.
yeah, that doesn't
Yeah,
work.
it's not instant
Yeah,
death like
works,
you
works.
see. We can walk through people.
Yeah, okay.
So- Just a thonk. We should have the red probably on the outside of the eye, so that
Yeah.
the
this was
melee
just me
people
voicing
can stand
markers.
kind of in my position, right? So like,
it should actually be like this.
yeah. So I'd be sitting here, right? And if nothing gets hit on my side, I'm like, oh shit! Like I gotta fucking move, dude. Like,
well, they I think they should be. Well, so where for 1 and 2, this is where you want the people with the dive getting hit.
With the red tether, yeah.
No, I think they should be on the inside because we could have both on the same side. Like if we have like 1 person here, and we have 1 person here for taking like the 4th set of dives, it could be 1 and 2 for dives. And it's like if I'm over here now, I have to fucking book it all the way over here. So it's like they should be closer than that. I think.
Okay, so
you can make this in 5 seconds, though. No.
But yeah,
It's
sure.
just-
You
it'll
have
be
to do
close.
weird camera move because you're looking at both, and it's like I
I
feel like
think I agree with Darrell.
yeah, I feel like it's a lot of like what do we lose by doing this?
So what we lose is space, like space to hit the eye. Basically. So like, if I'm waiting to take a red tether, the only spot I can stand to hit the eye is here, right? If I'm trying to hit A.
I see. So basically, so they're like 3 and 4, right? And then like you're 4 or some shit. And I'm a melee, and then someone comes in and takes my shit because I got hit. It's like now I have to kind of go over here.
Yeah,
And
but
then if you have
can't
to go
be there
all the way
because you
across
Yeah,
have
but then,
to
but
take
then,
over
so then if
two.
I have to go away, it's also fucked.
So you literally have to be here, and the problem with that is that it removes options for us to like pre-position to say where we're going.
I mean, so I think.
Huh.
I think we can basically just assume outside of a worst case scenario that we'll get one on each side, and then so I guess the thing is like, do we think we can have someone here, or is this fucked? Do we think we can have dives here
No,
and
you're
someone?
fucking dead.
I mean, we can move these slightly farther, and then
You
it's
can-
I guess
we
yeah.
do
So
it
it's like,
like
if we
north
look
and
at where our
south
actual
here.
markers are, right? Like our
And-
actual
Yeah,
markers
like-
would be fine.
Yeah, we could do actual markers.
Yeah, so our actual markers would be fine, right? Like just the melee uptime on them, and then we could have the idiot sitting in the middle. And so then yeah, basically it's kind of the same shit. Like you just go to the middle, and then like whatever fucking process you want to figure out, you know what you're doing. And the only time that's ever wrong is like if it's 4 and free, right? Let's say it's like 4 and free are targeted for like the first one. Now you have 2 idiots over here, so just the tank just gets bitch boy duty and has to just like run across the arena and just sit over here on the side and be this player instead.
Okay, yeah. So how exactly are we determining which person's the bitch boy?
The tank.
Well, it's not always going to be a tank.
No, it is always going to be. Well, it's always going to be.
There's at most
This
one
only
bitch
matters
boy,
for the
right?
first set, right? And the first set can only be melee, and we always have one tank and one melee at the same time. So if they're both targeted, by necessity, it is a melee and a tank getting targeted.
Wait, why couldn't it be
Wait.
both melees?
Because if it's both melees, then one melee's on one side and one melee's on the other side, so there's no adjustment needed.
Oh,
Initial
So you
conditions
mean if we have like 4 and
Wait.
3 get hit, and
Oh,
the tank
I
and this
see
guy
what
you're
goes
saying.
here, and then they get hit?
Yeah. So that's what
Then
I'm
the
saying. So
two
it's like
people
if
on the
one
other
or
side
one
need to
free,
come over.
like let's just go through it all with one, right? 1 and free get hit, no adjust. 1 and 4 get hit, no adjust because we have 1 on the same side. 1 and 2 get hit, we have 2 on the same side. So now we need to adjust. But because 1 and 2 got hit, we know a melee and a tank got hit, so the tank just runs across and the melee stands still.
Okay, wait, hang on. So when you say no adjust, what is the default here?
When I say no adjust, so it's like, all right, let's say I'm 1, right? So it's like, and then like my shit gets hit, and it's like, say it's 1 and free. So it's like I go over here, and I'm not competing with anyone for the spot, so this is my spot. So then we're just waiting, and then for the 4th set, however we figure that out, I'm taking whatever the fuck I need to take.
Well,
That's what I mean by no
I'm
adjustment.
asking about the 4th set.
Okay, well then it's like, so we're either doing like what you said or like what I said, where it's like we somehow figure out between the two of us like which tower we're taking. Like both our shit is very similar. So do you want to go like clockwise off of one thing, and then I just want to have it just be like not
Yeah.
clockwise, but just like a priority system.
Kinda.
It's also
Yeah,
kinda
I think
clockwise.
it's just you look different ways around. So if you're on B side, you look around B side from north, and if you're on A side, you look around A side from north. Right?
Yeah,
The party's gone?
What's up, Joe?
The party's gone?
Oh,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
in
Oh,
T4.
I can't
We're in
keep
T4.
no, I
I can
Oh,
stream. I
okay.
can
Yeah,
stream.
someone
Yeah,
stream, please.
stream it for me.
Okay. Yeah, so I'd say we
Right.
do it that way. Like the way I'm thinking about it is pretty simple because it's just
What do you got?
alright, so basically let's say I'm sitting here, right?
Okay.
And then it's like, so one of, like, I'm only ever taking 1, 2, or free. And how I arrive at that is, if there's 1 on each side, it's free, and I just move into the one that spawns, like, hits right next to me, right? If it's 2 on each on the same side, and it's my side, I'm taking the clockwise one, so I would be going and taking 2 every time. If it's 2 on the same side and it's the opposite side, I'm taking the clockwise one on that side, so I'd be running over and taking free. Like,
So
So
might be
basically-
a little confused because the person over. So you said you never take 4, right? If you're there.
yeah, I would literally never
So
take
the
4.
person over here never takes 2.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be simpler if you say I never take the north tower on the other side?
Well, no, because you're thinking about it clockwise. Like, what do you mean by, like, never taking North Tower? Like,
Well,
I mean, by that logic, you could say you just never take South Tower, and it's the same thing, right?
Well,
Are
but
we
you
talking
never take
about
4.
Their logic?
So you would never take 3 in that case.
Yeah, like, it's linked. The tower we never take is linked. Either I never take 4, and you never take...
1, right?
One.
Oh, I see what you mean. I mean,
Yeah,
if you're
the
thinking
about it.
direction
The other
you're
guy can
thinking
look
about
the
is
other way,
opposite.
no?
It depends
Yeah.
on if you want to think about it in terms of like north-south or in terms of clockwise, because like it's clockwise movement, right? So like if we're standing on A and B and we both go clockwise, I'm on 2, you're on 4.
Yes.
Like so, it's
Yeah.
like it's just that's why I think that we could also think about it in a north-south way.
Like if you're staring.
Clockwise
at
makes
So-
more sense.
So
to
you're
me.
just saying, like, no matter what I clockwise from my eye?
no, but no,
No.
I'm saying clockwise from me, myself, where I'm standing, which also is clockwise from the eye if you're thinking about
Well,
the eye as
except-
looking into the middle of the arena.
Except it's not clockwise from your eye if they're split. Right? Then you just take the one on your side.
Yeah.
It's like
So-
1 for your 2
yeah, what I'm saying is you just, yeah, basically, I think it's a you central mechanic. You're looking at where the fuck you are. If there's 1 tower next to you, you're chilling. If there's 2 towers next to you, you're just going clockwise. If
Okay,
there's
that
no
works.
towers next to you, you're also going clockwise, but far.
Yeah.
Are we
It's like you don't have to worry about north. You don't have to worry about your eye. It's just you're literally, yeah.
Are we
Okay, so-
discussing first tether logic?
Yes.
No, we're talking about for
No, it's the first
No.
tethers that get hit.
Oh, so
Okay,
this
so-
is
Well,
so-
it's the
so-
first
so-
time we're seeing a hit, we're thinking about the logic for them soaking the fourth set.
Yes.
is this Mirage Dives?
Yes.
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 So
So-
like
so-
either of these work on them. So it's like whatever. What does the group like think is easier?
I like
I
Darl's.
think-
I
yeah, I
like
like-
being relative to myself, and then I just have to like be like,
Okay.
oh, 2 got hit on my side, right? And I just go clockwise. I go to 2.
I
or
like
something
Darl's
that.
better as well. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to know where north is.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Right, and then
So-
like
Okay,
this
so
person sees nothing, they just go.
Okay,
clockwise.
alright,
let
Autumn,
me
you're in charge of
explain
explaining
the
this
thing
shit.
for Joe. Yeah.
I'm in charge of explaining this shit. I need to go fucking AFK.
Yeah, because I
Alright,
just
same.
came here.
Okay, so basically, we got fucking. We're at the start of the mechanic. Okay, we have our 4 red people on the number
Also,
waivers.
sorry if this is like dumb, but why are we like changing our strats? Is it because we saw the close
it's
far?
random.
It's random.
Yeah.
We think
It was
Okay.
not. It was not because of. Okay, so yeah, let me rewind. We know that it's entirely random. We know this. We know that the weirdness was not due to people being dead, because I was dead and I got targeted. So that means it knew about the people being raised, right? So that means it's just entirely random which red tether gets hit. So that means that we can never have someone with the piercing resistance down have red. So every
means we
time
need
you
to
get
swap
hit by a
every
Mirage
time.
dive, you need to have someone swap with you. So, the way that we're going to handle this, you have some set of people on 1 through 4, either the melees or the ranged and healers. Doesn't matter which. So,
Is Celine
you
in the
have
middle of
s-
the stage?
What?
Is
Yeah.
Celine in the middle of the
Yeah.
stage here? Okay.
yeah, and A and B are the eyes.
Okay, A and B are
And
east
then
west.
1 through
Gotcha.
4 are the Mirage dive spots.
Cool. The
So,
markers, yeah.
yeah. So
Okay.
let's just say, for simplicity, that the melees have red at the start. So we'll say, like, healers are grabbing the first dives, the ranged DPS are grabbing the second dives, and then the
Wait,
people
you
hit
said they're random though. Are you saying like
random
But
on the
people
red
the red
who are
tethers,
blue are
and
not
we-
So
random,
we're
right?
saying
Yeah.
all the
Okay.
melees will have red tethers and be at 1 through 4 when Mirage dives
Cool.
start.
gotcha? So,
gi-
all
given
melees
that-
are at 1 through 4.
Yeah,
because
so
they're red
2 of the
tethers.
melees randomly will be hit by Mirage Dive. Could be 2 tanks, could be 2 melee, could be a mix. Whoever is hit, the healers will go and grab their tethers. So for
Makes
example,
sense
if
to
1
me.
and 3 get hit, then like Talon would grab 1, Darl would grab 3, right? And the way that you can figure out which one you grab is what Darl and I were just talking about. So basically, Talon is Talon, I'm Darl, right? So because this is my side, I pre-position toward my side. If there's 1 person that gets a hit on my side, I'm chilling, I just swap with them. If there's 2 people that get hit on my side, I look clockwise from me.
Wait, hold on. I thought a healer was swapping first, or
Yeah, I'm
Like-
Darl here. I'm Darl.
oh, you're Darl. Okay.
And Talon is Talon.
So sorry, reset that then.
Okay,
Now that I
so we've got the
understand that you're
melees
Darl.
at 1 through 4, they have red, right? Two random melees are being hit. If 2 melees are hit on opposite sides of the arena, so like 1 and 3 people get hit, or 2 and 4, or 1 and 4, or 2 and 3, then we just chill and take that person's tether. So like if it's 2 and 3, so if it's 2 and 3, Talon and I just go and take 2 and 3, and it's easy, right? It gets a little more complicated if it's 4 and 3 that get hit. So in that case, I'm going to look clockwise from myself and take that person, so that would be 4. And then Talon knows that I'm looking clockwise from myself, so he knows to take 3. And vice versa, if 1 and 2 are getting hit, I know that Talon is taking 2, so I have to go take 1.
So we're still always doing healers first. that game.
That's up for... We can talk about it. It doesn't actually matter, just as long as some role is at each set.
Nah, it makes sense to me. But yeah, go on.
So then healers resolve their shit, right? So now we have healers and some set of melees in the towers.
Wait,
Now
interrupt
they're-
real quick. Is Zai back or do I still have time?
I don't think he's back.
Alright, cool.
I don't think he's back.
Okay. So the healers did their shit. So now there's healers and some set of melees that have red in their spots. So now the ranged, so you and me, do the exact same thing the healers just did. We've pre-positioned toward our side. So my side is toward this side, and then your side is toward the other side.
Uh-huh.
And we
we're
do the
like-
exact same shit. So
Yeah.
if there's only 1 person that gets on my side, I take it. If there's 2, I look clockwise. So then the final part is the people that got hit first do the exact same shit that the healers and the ranged just did. So they pre-position toward a side. They can figure out between them which side because they have a shitload of time to do that. And
Well,
then they do the exact same priority
that
that the healers in range just did.
So this makes sense.
Always be towards say A here, right?
What'd you say,
Um,
Evie?
You could have them always be towards like a certain side that's predetermined, right?
Well,
get
the idea is to
always
have them
A.
split up so the priority's obvious.
Yeah, but
Evie,
if you have them together, it's also obvious because one guy will scan like this, and the other guy will scan.
But I feel like it
Evie,
just
if
makes
I
more
may
sense than to do this. Go ahead, Joe.
which player are you referring?
It's the same either way.
Imagine
No,
if
like
3 and 4 got hit the first time.
Yeah.
So we were trying to figure out, like, okay, how do they decide?
I like it both way here, no?
I think it's simpler if there's one priority system for the whole mechanic. I agree what you're saying would work. It's just like adding complexity by having another priority system.
What is?
So Evie is saying if 3 and 4 are the first people to get hit, instead of like one of them goes across and the other stays at A, they could both, like, one would pre-position slightly toward 3 and one would pre-position slightly toward 4, and they would both just go around the arena.
The 3 scans counter and the 4
Yeah.
scans. Okay, so it is
that would
different,
work.
but it is.
Yeah, that would work. It's just different, and I'm not sure if we want different.
I was actually thinking of Evie's idea
But the
too in
only
my head.
people who would have to.
Is this not what we do if we get two on the same side though? We do.
No, it's well, the
different.
only
I guess it's 'cause
people
it's
that
like
actually
split up. Never mind.
yeah, the only people that don't have a predetermined spot to stand are the people that get hit first.
Okay.
So Autumn, I have one question. Although
ahead.
it might not be that important. Where do you think we should stand as ranged as the healers are doing their shit? Because
Just,
it
like,
doesn't
middle.
seem to matter too much.
Just, like,
right?
Everybody
on
has
each side of
blue.
mid.
Everybody who isn't about to take a dive has blue, so they can kind of just chill, right? Like they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after you take a dive, if you were a melee taking the first set, you just like I guess you can buck off toward here or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Keep hitting your eye well.
We may like stand towards the middle, yeah, kind of like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
then,
you know who
I
your
guess
partner
every-
is
yeah.
at all times, so it doesn't really matter if there's a second person in their spot.
Also, would it be a problem? Like, let's say we're doing this, like, just going through it really quick. First people get hit, healer swap. Second people get hit, range swap with those. Then we're gonna like swap with the first people who got hit again.
Yeah.
After we do a swap, does it really matter where we're at in the stage? Like,
As
could there
long
be
as
any
you are
problem?
not on top of someone that's getting hit by a dive, you're good.
That's what I'm thinking.
Which should always
right?
occur at red or on the
Ye-
4-way
at
marker.
the
mark the
numbers in
markers.
this
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, the markers.
Yeah.
Yes, you are correct in that. It does not matter where you are after we've finished swapping tethers.
Yeah. Okay, then this actually doesn't seem that bad.
No, I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah. I
Okay.
kind of like this mechanic. It's cool.
So at the end, right, you have the two random people. Let's say I'm at A and the other guy's at B, right?
Yep.
And we're getting ready to take ours. So if there's one on both sides, it's easy shit, right? You just boom,
Yep.
boom. And if it's both sides, I would go to 4 and he would go to 3.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
You just look clockwise from yourself if it's on your side. If the double's on your side.
Yeah, and if the devil's on the other side, you're taking one.
Yeah, because you know that the other person is looking clockwise from themselves.
Clockwise. They're like looking at the eye, right? Like this?
Yeah, they're looking at the eye. Looking
There.
at the eye, and then clockwise from them. Not from north.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
Clockwise from center stage.
Yeah, like I'd be looking at A, so my clockwise is me and 4.
Yeah.
And 3's last, so I would never
And
take
and
2.
I'm looking at B, so my clockwise is 2, right? So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
and if it's not on 2, then it's gonna and
I'm
it's
just
on
making
3,
sure we're looking at the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, that doesn't change for fourth set, right? Or
No,
Everyone
this is
has the
I
same
think-
priority system.
I think fourth set should still be okay to do that.
So,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the only difference for the people taking tethers for the fourth set is that sometime
They have to be the-
after
they're the same
their
people
tether is
as-
taken, they need to choose a side.
Yeah.
I see.
But
But
if-
they have
listen-
like 15 seconds to do that.
If they're already opposite first, it's set up, right? It's
Yeah,
done.
if they're already opposite, they're good. If they're on the same side, they just have to choose.
If it's on the same side, you make a tank go over every time.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
just arbitrarily say the tanks do it. Yeah,
Whatever role, yeah.
that would be fine.
Yeah, yeah. Because it has to be a tank.
Tank and a
Or a-
DPS,
yeah,
or a
a
healer in
DPS.
a range, depending on who
Yeah.
we.
Yeah, you could just say the tanks do it, and then you don't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
I like that.
So it'd be like let's say I get hit first, right?
Yep.
So and
let's say I'm
1.
Zai. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
Zai.
yeah. Let's say I
So-
get hit first, and Zai gets it first, right? Someone
So then
swaps with
I'm
us.
chilling here, and then you're chilling at A.
Yeah.
Because
Then-
tanks in the cuck shed.
Yep.
It's not. You can make it across within a GCD for sure.
Yeah,
You can just
yeah.
gap close to the other eye.
No, yeah, I can just plunge, right? So,
Yeah.
We got
Oh
all
god,
these
Anzo's
gap
gonna be
closes,
saving his
dude.
portal, dude. Oh.
yeah, that's
He never has to go
Well,
across.
Anzo's never
But-
going across.
But yeah. But
It's
if
portal proof.
I get hit and like Evie gets hit, we're just
We
chilling.
You're
stay
just
on our
fucking
own
chilling,
side.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
we're
we
just
wait
chilling.
all the way until the end, and the third person.
And then
gets it.
we just look. Yeah, and then we
Whichever
just look
one it is.
clockwise. Yeah, and then we just look clockwise from our position. Okay, yeah, that's pretty free. Yeah. That's how I understood
I think this strat is very simple.
Yeah, I think it's good.
So one thing to talk about that we did not talk about, it removes a tether swap if we want the ranged and healers to keep their tethers.
When you say
And-
keep your tethers,
So
what do you mean?
we were saying the melee and tanks would be on the numbers at the start, right? You can just flip that.
It's the same either way, right?
Well,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
what happens in the
Well-
beginning part is we get the melees, the tethers. The melees are taking yellow, and then the melees give it to the range to take blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in
I
order to
don't-
give the melees the reds back, we have to do another swap. Whereas if the ranged keep their tethers, we cut out a swap there.
Yeah, I think the range should keep it.
Yeah, I think range should
Okay.
keep it.
So in that case,
So
we
it'd
would
be-
just say like healers or probably ranged in the cuck shed.
well, wait, that works perfectly. Then that means doesn't that? Is there
Actually,
any
wait.
reason?
This is
reason
better
for melee-
because
Do
this
melees
is better.
ever move off of their?
No, so
preassigned
yeah,
island?
melees literally never
Exactly.
move.
this
Yeah,
is
okay,
better
that works
because
better.
if the
Actually, wait, this might be worse.
no, there
back.
could be
Mm,
because hear me out, Autumn. If we have the range start, as in we don't do a swap, then that means the ranged
Have to
will
do the
have to
random
like
shit at the
do
end, right? 2
tether swaps. That means like if they have to move across or some shit, like it's fine because they're ranged.
But with the other strat, the melees are never like the actual melee DPS are never doing an across tether swap. They're only ever doing an on their side tether swap
Yeah.
because the
yeah.
tanks
Oh,
are in
that's
the
true.
Yeah.
And
that's
the
true.
problem with
I was
this,
thinking about it inversely. Whoops.
Yeah, I think we want
I
melee.
think
so
we
the,
do
the
just
issue
swap.
with this is
What
that
are we talking
melee.
Do
So
we-
okay, Darryl,
where's the
we're saying the
initial
strat's good. We're debating if we want ranged or melee to start with the red tethers.
Because if
Going
we
into
do
the
melee, if we
Yeah.
do
I
melee
think range
start,
makes sense because the only way you ever have, like, it's the highest probability of melee not having to do things. You still
Melee
may
will-
have. No, melee gets fucked in the configuration that it's both melee, and it's the fourth set is on the same side.
Yeah, we're putting the tanks in the cuck shed and they just gap close to the other eye.
No, I'm
it-
saying
it-
if the melees are like 1 and free right, and they're the first ones, and it's 1 and free right. And then like for the fourth set, it's 3 and 4. Now the melee at 1 has to go and
Oh,
soak up
yeah.
4. That's what
Okay,
I'm
so
saying.
in that case, it's actually an equal chance either way.
Yeah.
Okay, so then yeah, range first is easier.
just because less swaps.
Yeah, less swaps equals
Less
And
the
swaps.
they
mechanic.
can get into position faster.
Because
Now,
we're
my
already
next
in our
question-
positions.
Yeah.
Or,
from
yeah,
taking blue.
actually, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
they're
we're good.
already
We're
in
chilling.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Okay, this is totally it.
so we
Yeah.
it'd be
Ranged on positions. Melee chillin'. Me and Anzo here. Crying Zai over there.
yeah.
Two
So
tabs
let's-
happen first. They can be opposite or they can be the same.
Wait, hold on.
Doesn't-
Why do you guys say range first? What do you mean?
We mean
Range
the
players
range
start
will
with
have
red
the
tethers,
red tethers
on 1, 2,
first.
3, 4 here.
When Mirage
Yeah, I
dies.
don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
Because then melees have to move like a fuck ton.
Why?
It's the
The
same
thing,
either
the
way.
thing I just talked about, that only happens with melee first on the the final set. Like this one, you could be fucked on everything except for the final set.
Well, the melees are only ever doing one set.
But then the melees have to do it, and then the tanks have to do it. Like,
Yeah, but like people have gap closers and shit.
well, I mean, if they have gap closers and shit, why don't they just use it for the fourth set? Like, it doesn't make sense to me because you're opening up the option for the melees to get fucked and then the tanks to get fucked in like the same
I see kind of what you
Okay.
mean. Because
Whereas, like, if we do it the other way, it's either only melees or tanks getting fucked. Like, it can't be both of them.
Like, their
I
movement's
do
already
see what you're
set.
saying. Like, at most, one person gets fucked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the close-up rolls. Okay. Yeah,
So-
I
yeah,
think we
so
maybe
it's just
just do
like-
the
okay.
top then.
So I
Which
guess
is not
the important
hard.
question is, like, does adding the tether swap make it harder? I don't
No,
think
there's
it
no
does.
Not
need to
really,
do that.
because Because literally, there's like 10 seconds.
No, there's a lot of time. Autumn,
Yeah,
the
and
last time
also
you did that
the
mechanic, you
range
did it
are
too
already
fast.
on the spots, so the melee
Yeah.
that's supposed
Yeah.
to be on that spot literally just walks into them.
Yeah, the melee just walks.
Yeah.
through.
Okay,
That's
never
so
mind. This
easy.
shit's easy. Okay. So
And
melees
there's so much
start with red.
time after the orb explosions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's
melees
not
and tanks
it's
will
weirdo.
have red tethers at the beginning of Mirage Dives.
Alright, we riding this up in phase 4?
Yeah, we gotta write this shit.
So also, I had a thought while I was taking a piss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The fucking Eevee.
Have we
monkey.
talked about how the range and healers are going to decide which ones they're soaking? Because
Yeah,
like we can
we're-
just do the same exact shit the melee are doing.
Wait, what do you mean which ones
Wait, what
they're
do you mean?
soaking?
Like if I'm starting here or some shit, right? And then Talon's like boom over here or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'm just looking at the fucking towers. It's the same way. If it's diagonal, I take whichever one's on my side.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's the two on the same side, then I take clockwise.
Yeah.
That's our
we're,
clockwise.
we're
motion.
good
No,
with
we,
these.
Yeah, we
we
talked
decided
about
with that.
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
everybody's
we
doing the
decided
same
that
thing.
was the best
Yeah,
way
we
to do it.
decided we're doing that.
Yeah,
Everybody's
for
doing the same
melee,
thing.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah, so
Are we
it's
doing-
just
yeah.
healers, ranged, and then people that got hit first. And
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
uses
whoever got
the
hit
exact same priority system. Notably, if the people that got hit first are on the same side, so like 1 and 2 get hit first, the tank goes to the other side for their set of tether taking.
because yeah.
Because tank's in the cuck shed.
Also,
No,
I think
I
our
got
gap
3
closers.
gap closers.
No,
dude.
I got 2,
Damn,
and
he
they're
needs
they're
2
I
power.
got 4 gap closers. I got prime.
Holy
Red.
shit.
okay.
Yeah,
You're not using
exactly.
Prime
Nerf warrior.
It's up there.
No, well the thing is, tanks gap closers are actually they're up more often than
Yeah.
Yeah, they
than
are.
melees.
And
Like,
the melee
at all
ones are
points.
fucking sketchy too. It's elusive and portal.
Bro, those are sick.
Well, no, it's spine shatter as
technically
well.
spine shatter, but
Oh, too.
And actually,
true.
spine shatter has now has 2 charges, right?
yeah, but you
So-
want those in buffs
okay.
generally.
No,
Yeah.
you do.
You're not getting both.
Okay, but yeah, I think
But
we're good
you
with
might
what we
not
have
give
here.
up here.
I mean, if either way, if you're losing a gap closer from burst, like a melee gap closer is better than a tank gap closer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I-
So
yeah.
mean,
tanks in
it-
the cuck shed.
It's fucking 150 potency. It's not.
yeah. It's
but
Fucking
dude, that's
100.
50 more than my energy drain. What are you talking about, dude?
wait,
Damn.
what the
We
fuck
should
did they
buff
do to
Scholar.
energy
He's
drain?
only
I thought
That's
it
Hundred
more
was-
than
nerfed
100, dude.
wait, I thought it was one. Wait, what
I thought
happened?
it was 150. Too. It's because
No,
the
they
stats
nerfed it
glitch.
like
100, boys.
They nerfed it in Shadowbringers.
Dude, we're
Multiple
fucking
times.
boomers, dude. What the fuck?
Actually, yeah, I remember this. They nerfed it.
Yo, it doesn't even give mana anymore.
Did you know it doesn't give mana?
Yeah, no mana, dude.
Okay, I knew that it. Okay, it's stupid that it doesn't give mana, by the way. But
Yeah,
I
it
knew
is
that
really dumb.
I knew that it doesn't give mana anymore. But I didn't know that they nerfed it by 50 potency. What the fuck?
Well, I
Oh, yeah.
had to think
'Cause
about it. We have it for
wait.
free now.
That's so.
But yeah, the weave for free now at least makes it much more damage positive.
Yes. Instead of being like 10 potency.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have to care about what you're doing.
Yeah.
I guess.
You can just press it whenever the fuck. They
Yeah.
shouldn't have given me
It
this
was so
power.
much better before. Dude.
It was better before when you.
Oh
actually
no, I
care.
did like it before.
Feels wrong hitting it and just not even getting mana back or something. You're just fucking.
Honestly, Darl, you know what feels wrong? It feels wrong that now in my openers, I can just be like, broil energy drain, broil energy drain, broil
It feels
energy drain.
wrong that you don't press Ruin 2 to weave twice, dude. I can
Yeah.
never play fucking Scholar again, dude. It's like,
Or to weave at all, right?
yeah, you just press Broil every time.
Yeah.
Because-
You only
weird.
ever have to ruin, like if you're
Dude, if
doing
If you're
the
moving
double
a
weave.
lot.
like you actually have to like slam.
We
your
have-
face with the
I
animation.
remember
Which
like
they don't like give us situations where we need that much intensity.
No,
I
I
don't
never do that shit.
Not right
You
now.
always have enough time if you know what's
Well.
going to happen.
Exactly.
Okay, do we want to like really quickly whiteboard this to explain to the people? Is it just Zai that's not here right now?
no, it's
I
like
believe
Zai, Onzo, I think. And
Alonso.
I feel like it's easier to
Yes.
drag them into T4 and just explain it.
It seems
Zach, you guys-
intuitive.
Let's make sure I'm understanding. I wrote it up in rating general.
Yeah, yeah,
Melee
yeah.
players begin with red tether. Yep, melee get hit.
I think the hardest part of
That's
this mechanic is the very start.
Is it?
Like the tethers initially.
The first pass. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
agree. The Mirage
you-
just
it's-
seemed way easier.
Yes.
It's not.
I think you can I think you can kind of think of it as like melee and range, but I think it's easier to think of it as like the active set who's getting hit. And so it's like the active set initially is the 2 melee and the 2 tanks, right? And then let's say like both melee get hit, and the healers swap with them. So now the active set is the 2 tanks and the 2 healers, and then like 1 tank and 1 healer could get hit. So now and then the range go in. So now the active set is 2 ranged, 1 healer, 1 melee, or 1.
Well, I don't think we
tank.
care who's active, right?
Right now,
yeah,
it doesn't matter like who's active. I'm just saying for like writing up on the strat.
Yeah, so
yeah, so this
instead
doesn't
of like
actually
melee
roll.
get hit, it would just be
Yeah.
red tethers get hit.
Yeah, because in theory,
Yeah,
you could be a
first
melee
roll.
player and literally just stand
Just
on your
sit
marker
there
the entire
till
time
the
and never
end.
get hit.
Yeah.
You just AFK.
I don't really think the first pass is that bad, really.
That's because you're not doing it. The
Something that
range
might
are
be
doing
worth
it.
pointing out, actually, that might
Yeah,
be a reason
I'm
to do. Wait, guys. We might want to do ranged then healers instead of healers then ranged, because the dive's actually full health, the casters.
Hmm.
So having the
That's a good
healers in
point.
range to heal for longer is actually significant.
Hmm.
What
We
you
have-
think?
We don't actually have like pre-planned mitigation yet, so
You're not gonna take
honestly,
the
my
right?
thoughts was
True.
I want to get the healers out of the way as fast as possible.
Yeah,
so we know we're
like-
free for the rest of the
like
mechanic.
if the faster the healers, I
Well,
don't know.
If I'm on like 1, right, and the healers are at 3 and 4, like, am I just gonna die if I don't shield myself?
So Autumn, do you know?
No,
So
we'll
the,
have
the,
to
the
go
only
with
are
it.
sending
so we
Troop
said
here.
mitigation first. The only people that are getting hit twice are the melee and the.
And or the tanks.
Actually,
Yeah.
fuck, yeah, put us forward.
Yeah, because
then
like
that
the
way we
dive
have yeah.
on its own does over my health.
Yeah, because no, all we need to do is we need to mitigate you guys before it happens, and then we need to heal the melee and the tanks.
Whichever two
Exactly.
get hit.
Yeah.
And realistically, like we only have to heal them with their fucking melee. So yeah, just that way, like during the
Oh,
second,
yeah.
during the
You have to
positioning
heal
for
them
the
if they're
second
the
set,
tanks, yeah.
we're just chilling and we're doing healing, and then it doesn't matter that we like are moving after that because there should be no more healing required.
Yeah.
Right, because we need to make sure the players who are
Yeah,
going
so
to
it's a
get
range
hit
to
a
be-
second
so
time
it's-
get
yeah.
healed. That makes sense.
If a tank gets hit first, they're gonna need like a lot of healing though, because they're gonna
That's
hit
true, you're
twice
taking
and the
autos, right?
autos.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay,
forgot
we
about
gotta
the
heal
autos.
Well, we have cooldowns, right? So
Yeah, it's fine. Just ramp
if whoever's getting hit like second, like whoever gets hit first, right? The 2 random players who are gonna take the last set,
Mhm.
we can just TBM one of them and like Nascent the other and have healer
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
too, and because they're the only people taking damage twice until the very end, where we
Yeah.
take the raid wide thing.
So actually, let's talk about this. How much MIT are we using here? I know we have troops so far. Are you sending Shake?
I used shake right after the dot. Do you want me to save it for this instead?
What
What
are
do
you
you
using,
think,
Shark?
Daryl?
Like when we took that, I was like chilling here. We take like the raid wide that gives a dot, and I just press it here, and then go back to my spot, waiting for my tether. Like
What's
before-
your what's the range on Shake?
If I
Is it
stand here, it'll hit
20?
everyone. No, it's 15.
But
like,
that's actually
I-
less than true.
Just keep doing it there. Keep doing it there.
You probably saw. I like walk really far in and hit it and run back.
Yeah, no, I do see you. No, you're doing yeah. Just,
Yeah,
just keep it there. Keep it there. I don't want to use that there because it's sketchy as fuck.
Do you want
Yeah.
missionary at the
How
same time?
fat is
or-
soil?
Not that
Not fat, not as fat as
Not
you want it
fat
to be
enough.
here.
I mean,
That,
Star
like,
will hit everyone.
Star will
but
hit
I think
everybody,
I
but-
think he uses Star after. Oh my god.
Well, this,
not-
this arena
nothing
is
there
this
is
arena is
planned.
bigger than
If-
the actual arena.
if we
Oh,
have
so I see you.
troops- If we have Troob and Missionary, we'll be fine.
Is that everybody?
Yeah,
Can we
Because
just-
you press Troob, and when Troob will run out, you can press Missionary. Right?
Missionary doesn't do anything.
Oh,
it's just
wait.
damage.
Oh,
It's fist
sorry.
damage.
You can press Troob, and then when Troob runs out, we can press. Maybe
He will be
Expedience? Is it
sending-
up? I don't know.
I'm gonna
he
hit.
will be
I'm gonna hit
sending
expedient. I'm gonna hit
Missionary.
expedience, and then 5 expedience and sucker and fucking what's Droop?
Expedience, I think, lasts for
Troop
the
is
whole
90.
Yeah,
And
it'll
15
last.
seconds long.
Because the
Yeah.
dives are 5 seconds
Mm.
apart, right?
I don't think
So-
you're timing that too.
Oh wait, no, that actually is a good point. If the dives are 5 seconds apart,
Well, hang on, let
the
me
last
verify that
dives-
before we actually can like talk about
No,
it.
it's like load weapon GCD windows. Like it depends on where I start.
But what I'm saying, Darl, is that if it is 5 seconds apart for each dive, Troob won't hit the last dive, if that means anything.
That's okay though.
That's
The dives
Probably
do
not,
appear
though.
to be roughly 5 seconds apart.
I think
Yeah,
you just
actually,
need
no, I was
a
playing, actually, I wouldn't
mitigation.
cover the entire thing.
Like Troop can cover the first two, and Experience can cover the last two. You just need
I'm gonna
something so they don't die in one
I
hit,
think I'm gonna
right?
hit experience at the start. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like we're over mitigating the radar at the start. So maybe I'll just hit nothing.
Yeah, I mean it has.
I've been hitting Seraph there. I'm not gonna hit Seraph there. I'm gonna hit Seraph here, and I'll Seraph like initially, and then I'll
Initially, and
Seraph
then
after the
after.
first hit. So then the first
Yeah.
players will have Seraph shields, and like
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
resucker,
yeah.
and then I'll be fine.
Darl, just double checking with you. Is experience mitigation still 20
Yes.
seconds?
Yes, it's still 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's still
Gotcha.
I need to reinvite people. But healing should be fine. Me and Tom will like spot heal people as well if needed.
Yeah. And if you put out shields again, which I know you'll try to, like, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm putting invites out.
I don't know.
Is Zai back?
The die really isn't
Yeah, I'm
much
back.
healing though, because
Okay.
it's only 2 players.
Did we fill
Yeah.
Zion on this?
I don't know what happened.
Oh wait, we're all entering
No,
T4. That's right.
Yeah.
So we have a strat for random Mirage targeting.
Okay, sounds good.
And it should
Right.
even work for close or far if it did do that
Right.
because of deaths for some.
Try you here.
He's
Cry.
muted.
Where Chris going?
He's in the ether.
Bye. It's fine, he knows what we're doing.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna set up our actual waymarks for this explanation.
Do it. And we could even demo it really quick.
Do you want to explain Autumn?
I'm fine with whatever.
Okay, cool. I'm fine if you eating my sandwich while you explain.
Alright, you got it, Autumn. You explained it well to me.
Alright, hang on. Let me just finish placing the
The one
waymarks.
will be closer. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. So basically, we've got eyes on 3 and C, right? And then the places that people are going to take Mirage dives are like roughly the purple and yellows, but like in melee range. So we're going to have melees at the start with red tethers, and they're going to be on those spots. The range DPS are in charge of taking the first set of tethers from the people that get hit. So Joe is going to be pre-positioned toward this side, and I would be pre-positioned toward this side because this is our side that we start on. So let's say like B and 2 get hit. Joe and I just take this thing on our side. So whenever it's split between the two sides, it's just free to know which one you take. When it's 2 getting hit on the same side, so for example B and 4 or 2 and D, I'm going to look clockwise from myself. So that's 4 in this case, right? Because I'm
And then I will
pre-positioned
go
towards C.
B.
And then Joe knows that I'm looking clockwise from myself, so he knows to take B. And then vice versa for Joe. So if it's 2 and D, I know Joe is going to D, so I go to 2. So the ranged will do that and take red tethers, and then the healers will do the exact same thing that we just did for the second hit of dives. And then the people that got hit first will do the exact same thing that the ranged and the healers just did after the third set of dives.
So can we be wherever after we take the first hit? Or do you have a spot?
So, okay, yeah, that's a good point, Anzo. So let's say I'm Cry, Zai, you're go to 4.
Yeah.
So let's say both of us get hit
around
in the
that.
first set. Just whatever, like here, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
both of us get hit by Mirage Dive in the first set of Mirage Dives, okay?
Yes.
So for taking tethers after the third set, you'll pre-position towards C. Because I'm a tank, I go to the cuck shed, so I go across. So basically, as a melee, if you will be taking a tether later in the mechanic, it will always be you starting on your own side.
Okay.
And then the tanks adjust if you and the melee on your side got hit in the first set.
Alright.
So just
What?
to go over the whole mechanic very briefly, melee
What
start with
happens
red.
if it's
Go ahead.
What happens if, like, let's say I'm Zai, for example, and it's like B4, right? For the last set, who would go to B and who would go to 4?
Is Zai taking a tether at this point?
Yeah, Zai would be taking one because
So Zai got hit in the first set of dives.
Yeah,
what you're
so he
saying?
would need to take.
So
Oh wait,
it's-
never mind.
So
never
no,
mind.
he's just taking
I was thinking about it incorrectly. Oops.
So overview of the whole mechanic. Melees start with red. First dives happen. The range DPS take from the first dive targets. Second dives happen. The healers take from the second dive targets. third dives happen, the first dive targets take from the third dive targets.
Okay.
Yep.
So
And
I'm
then the
always gonna
priority
be
system
1
is
to
the
3.
same no matter what site you're in.
Okay.
Cool.
So if I
We good?
don't get hit, I'm still not doing anything, right?
Yeah, if you don't get hit, like if you,
Yeah.
the only time you ever have to use your brain is if you get hit first, basically.
Okay.
Outside of that, you just need to not stand on the people
Yeah,
that
and
have
it's
red.
because it's completely random. Excuse me. It's entirely possible that if you're on B, whatever, like you could just not get hit the entire mechanic and you just do fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So the
And like
dive,
whenever you're sitting on a marker, like you're sitting there, and if you get hit, you're waiting for someone to come and take your tether, and then you're moving out.
Yep.
Ah.
Or moving in.
Moving
You
in.
move
This-
out of your marker to somewhere else. Yes.
Yeah. And the people
You were
in
in
the
the
middle,
first set.
all
You're
the-
preparing for the fourth set.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you were in second or third set, you're just fucking off out of the way with everyone else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you also can't accidentally take a tether from people in the middle because you all have the same
Yes.
color tether.
Because basically, yeah, tether fuck up should be impossible because you have a red tether, you are never fucking moving. The only people that are ever moving are people with blue tethers, and so this isn't like Nisi, right? So blue tethers can touch blue tethers, and we're fine.
So like, if I'm blue tether and I needed to go to the other side because I was the first set and it was 2 on the same side, and I started on C, I could just plunge over to 3, and that whole line should be free. There should be no red tethers in there,
Correct.
right, between 3 and C.
Yep.
It's not like as restrictive as Nisi in terms of avoiding everybody like a landmine.
Yeah.
Plan
So
C and go
individual
to-
rules for this are actually stupid easy. So like,
Yeah.
if I'm a tank, if I don't
Okay.
get hit first, I just turn my brain off. If I
Yeah.
get hit first, I just look at the person at 4. If they also got hit first, I move over to 3 and wait for the third dive to happen, and then just do the very simple prio system. If I'm a melee, it's even easier. If I get hit first, I stand here, then I do the prio. So like,
Yep.
individual rules for this are really, really easy.
Yeah, I think if anything, like optimizing our first swaps, like for at the beginning of when we just get the change,
So
would be good.
just for understanding,
That's the hardest part, I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
what is the main reason where like Cry would have to go to 3? Is it
So
to
so
separate
basically
the
we have
people?
someone. Sorry, go. You were saying something.
It's because we're keeping the pairs consistent with who's getting the tethers, right? So like one person would have to be on the other side to grab the other tether.
Yeah, so we pre-position people to one side or the other to make the priority for taking the tethers easier,
Yeah, because it's clockwise from where you're standing, right?
or on your side.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes
It's on your side first, and then if they're both on your side,
sense.
it's clockwise from where you're standing.
All right,
This-
I understand.
Is there anything else we need to go over?
I don't really know.
All right, so let's go
Yeah.
back in.
Unless anyone has a good idea for like first swaps.
Oh,
I think what
Um,
we're doing for first swaps is probably fine.
at the very
No,
end
I
of
mean
Orbs
like the
when
very first, like when chains just appear.
Yeah.
Oh, where we're just.
I think we
full
just
sending
need practice on
This is
that.
a CMR.
Yeah,
I think so
Yeah.
too.
I
The
think
gears
back-
are turning.
yeah, looking at who you need to look at because it feels like Prey when we first started doing it.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
it's mainly what Evie was saying, where you look at your light party and then you see if it has two.
Yeah.
Two.
Yeah.
and then
Because if it has two, then you just focus on your own.
And then
whatever way it
importantly-
works for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
importantly for Prog, just like never let orbs explode. Like even if you don't
Yeah,
have
even
the
if you
right
have the right
tether,
tower, just soak that shit.
yeah,
Yep.
because we get to practice shit even if the orbs are taken by the wrong tether.
Yeah, and then melees just have to remember after orbs they swap with us, but there's lots of time. It's so
Yeah,
easy.
there's a lot of time after that. There's like 10 plus seconds, I think, between
Yeah.
taking
Yeah.
blue orbs and the Mirage Dive starting.
By
Yeah, it's a
swapping, you mean
lot.
they're getting the red tethers back.
They're
right?
taking red.
They're
chains.
taking
Right.
red from the range that took the
Yeah,
blue
after they
orbs.
got
That's
their
right.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm so glad they brought this mechanic back because I liked it a lot in the
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
it's
fun
fun.
mechanic.
Yeah.
Make sure you food, don't forget to pot.
Yeah.
Bro, I fucking inhaled that fucking fish sandwich, dude.
Sure, everyone's
Dude, you ate that shit in the time it took me to explain our strat.
I
Like,
did.
dude, what the
Alright,
fuck?
yeah, good to go.
Oh, no, I
Remember to
already
use
ate
your
half of it by
potion
that
and
point,
shit.
you know.
Remember to
Okay,
do your
okay.
shit.
After I came back from being AFK the first time.
Yeah, like I got to the place. Oh, I had to pick them up from my grandma's, right? It's like I got there and she like I couldn't leave without having to bring them because it's awesome. I was not. No, like she wouldn't let me leave. I was like, dude, I'm out. Like I
God, the
already ate.
fucking grandma.
Dude, I want you to know I almost just called dodge this.
Dodge.
He's in condition.
Yeah. So what was the 20-minute trip? But it's not bad.
I mean, we honestly
We
spent
used
like the
mo- we
whole
used
time
most of it.
talking straight.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we utilized it well.
I'm trusting y'all's strength.
I mean, what I like about it is even if it is like some weird close far thing and it fucked up because of deaths, like this will still work.
If they look complicated, but yeah, it would still work.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Peace.
Making it good for Prog.
I'm gonna laugh though if it was just like a fucking freak accident.
Where this
don't
was
think
completely
it
right.
might
But I don't know. Let's like every other time we've been in a substance,
Filthy
yeah,
rats.
fucking wrong.
Yeah, we
Let's
got
focus on
Addle.
PlayStation.
Be gone with you.
Shit.
It's yours.
sketch.
I have no rest to swipe. That's my bad. I didn't fucking sucker.
I'm scared.
Okay, yeah, we just died to damage, right?
Yeah, no, it's just missing something.
Okay. Because I was like, I'm sure I saw that tether break.
My sucker, I didn't sucker in time.
This tether's on reprise.
Dude, it's the pilot AI with this fucking eyes mechanic.
We could structure mitigation be easier for this phase, but like I just hit sucker a bunch more fun.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see it so much
I
better.
have not updated the mitigation spreadsheet in like fucking 3 phases.
Yeah.
Bro, we
I
haven't
think
used
I've
the
been so
mitigation
focused on
spreadsheet.
Prog. I'm just like, okay, Darl, where you want to? Alright, here, cool. Sunday.
Yeah.
Voice.
As long as you
Change.
remember.
No.
Because like, if I tell you my like where using mitigation, like that shit's gone from my head.
Yeah, that's why that one time you're like, why are you using nature phase 1? I asked you before, but I didn't want to say it. And you said, just whatever.
God, I hit my fucking second zero through. I think we're fine.
Down with you.
West.
West.
Battle.
Filthy rats. Be gone with you.
Yours.
Or bad even.
In.
Renault's a bit higher.
They're
Even.
very equal.
This ends here. And now the final cut.
Litany. Exchange. Voice.
Make sure someone is the boss.
Who assassinated us?
Like, could
Bitch
not have
fucking
been-
tank, right?
Okay, it was kind of funny. Honestly.
Cry, who was? I got a 50-50 chance. I'm willing to take that.
I was
It's Kai.
50-50.
It's gotta be Cry.
Because Evie had the weakness.
I got hit by it too, dog.
I mean, you could have stood in your own. You could have stood in your own.
The long cut. If Cry stood it too, if we both got hit, it would have been.
Oh, that would have been good.
We got a game, dude. Let's fucking hit it.
Alright, let's get back there.
If neither of you did it, I know you're both in fucking cahoots.
Litanic voice. Chain.
Watch this.
Power is mine.
Blue.
Blue.
I'm sorry, I parked really bad. I'm gonna fix it when I leave. I need to go to the store real quick for the Fabuloso, and then I'm getting water.
Understood.
Just one.
Sounds good.
Yeah, cross it off the list.
Alright, that's part of our mechanic.
That's hard that she has.
You're hot, Mike. He's like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fabuloso looks fucking delicious.
my fucking party.
Call swap.
Counter.
Count.
Support.
Yellow.
Arms. The number copium not gonna stop the autumn.
Chain.
Get a wave adult easier here.
I shall burn you with noise.
I'm not wrong though. Oh, my nature's way off.
That's
Behind.
Dodge ball.
Put nature.
No, it's not up. It's not up.
You need neutral.
Yes, neutral.
Yeah. Neutral or Seraph?
Neutral's up, don't move closer. You won't have it for
It's in.
so your first stack of mitigation will be a little weaker.
I can take that.
Yeah, I fucked up nature earlier. My apologies.
See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Black.
Check info.
Back in, out.
Second fades.
Back, out,
Fade.
in.
Hit.
Fate.
Last fate, last fate.
Away from.
Watch out for Drac. Drac.
Look at A.
This is my tower tall.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, on that nature, I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. Don't worry. Pretty cool. This fight is actually making me use nature and Shub on cooldown, basically, though.
Yeah, you have to mitigate properly, but that's about it.
Yeah, there's not like a lot of heal checks.
Yeah.
I mean, really any.
Yes.
Why is my
Alright,
Voice.
5-minute J-Waves coming
Jake.
to the next phase.
Watch this. Dude, I'm telling you, Aquamorns from all of Nidhogg phase.
And Exa player. Calling it.
Diagonal, actually.
That's so
Oh
crazy.
god.
Player hopscotch.
Just 2 sets, right? One from north, one from west. At the same
Yeah.
time.
You should. You know,
Oh
you
my
did.
god,
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
so
okay.
fucked up.
Focus
Drag,
strength.
drag, drag, drag.
Red.
Right. Clockwise.
R.
Near swap, no swap. Clockwise.
DPS.
Wait. What? All of us wrong.
What?
One of
Why?
us.
That was me. That was me.
Was DPS, so that means
Yeah,
all
there are
the-
2 south. No, there are 2 south. I gotta come
All the support went mid.
Dude, I see like Evie going to adjust to a tower and he has no tower to adjust to. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Hello, fellow supports. How's it going?
Okay.
Alright, no parties in the middle, guys.
Hello there, fellow
Dude, that
supports.
shit was the fucking Spider-Man meme where they're all just pointing at each other.
Me and the boys all trying to find a tower mid.
That's okay, good, that's tough.
Listen voice. Chain.
Watch this.
Blue.
What's up, y'all? Counter.
Oh, counter. Please.
Ignore me.
DPS.
DPS.
Arms.
Voice listening. Chain.
Behind.
Don't hold. Behind. Hold when it gets close, if we get there ahead of time.
Yeah, just hold a little bit. Hey, kill it.
Just prepare for LB. Here, do it.
Back out in.
Baits.
Oh, we're dead to 4 tower.
Outside. It's gonna bait.
Back out.
Oh, good.
Oh wait. What's that?
Let me just look at my mod to see where I fucked that up.
I think 4th tower was kind of close to looking
Yeah,
stuck.
it was close. Yeah.
Was this an elusive Spineshire combo?
It was.
Yeah,
yes.
it was. It was on corner of 4, I think.
Oh,
I'm standing directly in line with 1 and I get hit there. Like, is
So-
that the wrong place to be?
So from what I've noticed is
further
if you
back.
stand directly on the marker, regardless of whether it's elusive or high jump or
Yeah, I think if I just
Spineshire,
stand on
You
1,
both
I'm
could have
fine
been.
there.
Yeah, I think if you, Tom, if you like stood in the middle of the marker, that's fine for elusive Smart Shatter, and then if you're in the stack, you want to be really
Yeah,
close. also
just
to
for
the stack.
reference, I posted a screenshot of the positioning that killed us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
both Alan and I could have done that better. Okay.
It was a little,
Alright.
it was outside the mark.
Yeah.
Game.
Yeah, tell him I've done the elusive in the middle of 2 each time, and no one's complained about it yet, so I think it's okay.
There's no donut and there's no donut and chariot during that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't actually matter if it's on the hitbox.
Mhm.
Okay, but whoever fucking plays A as 1 plays a little bit closer to
Voice.
Snitch.
Chain.
Dodge this.
I hate you guys so much.
Oh, so that was Darl.
This is the opposite. Tank told me the opposite shit. Like,
I don't know. Maybe it was too.
alright, I'll figure out the fucking Goldilocks placement to satisfy both of you bitches.
I was just
If the
slightly out
middle
of
of the
max.
tower is
For the
on
war, you
edge,
can
yeah.
slightly
Yeah,
out.
just fucking,
Blue.
Blue.
Damn, angry blue.
What the fuck, people? Oh my god.
Oh,
Rage.
We're fucking damage boys.
There's no raging.
Oh, that was
Are you using the knights?
No, I'm healing in mid.
You gotta use the knights. Once I transferred over to using the knights instead of Thoradin, I've never gone back. The way I remember in my head is knights.
But I wasn't Yeah, that wasn't really finding Thornton. That was just like the place that I went was good.
I cry. You're hitting the boss. You walk out. Your GCD has this X on it. And you're like, boss isn't following me, Madge.
Unironically, yes.
Kind of also weird that there's been no boss
Little voice.
stuff.
James.
Watch this.
Watch this.
Woe is me as a tank.
If we get Bomberman from Dragon Dead Hog, we'll have some.
Or actually, yeah, you're right, Zai. There was some.
A little bit, but not very much.
Yeah.
Red.
Red.
That was not early.
For what part?
Don't worry, it was mitigation.
Oh, okay.
You're just being an artist.
Thanks, Zai. Well, I'm glad he's alive. Seems like you kind of have to use a million mitigation for that part.
I feel like he lives even if he misses something.
No, I live
yeah.
on this TV yeah.
Oh, he's only taking one fucking buster, yeah.
I thought he's taking the and it's okay.
Oh wait, I don't think Joe knows about it.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
You don't need to.
I don't need this information.
Watch.
Counter. Bar swap.
Swap.
No swap counter. DPS?
Yes.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Arms.
Oh, meters.
Yeah. That meteor was on purple.
Oh shit.
Did you go?
Did you say yellow and go to purple?
Yeah, I went for
Okay.
No, you had a mid tower. You can just go mid, my guy.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, we go again.
How's the burrito?
I love how he was like, wait, that was on purple, and then Zai like immediately followed up with, oh shit, like he
Yeah,
A little like.
That's the classic, dude. You do a call and then you immediately do the opposite thing and kill yourself.
No, dude, like, I heard Zai call yellow after I don't call yellow. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? And I look over there.
I
it's
heard
like, oh,
YOLO, man. I was like, what the
Noise.
fuck are these bullshit?
James.
Oh my god, YOLO again.
dodge this.
That's not, it's not.
Is
I'm like,
there
I
a
want
way
you
I
guys-
can spit yellow that sounds
Dude, I like
less like
agree.
yellow?
No, we know that
I
yellow
did not
means
fucking
yellow.
mitigate even.
Yo.
I want you guys to know that Anzo fucking mixed me up again.
There you go.
It was the same shit. He's closer to one tower. I'm like, okay, he's actually going to like far tower, and he went to the fucking closer.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Oh,
Not to be confused with yellow.
Shut up, shut up. Down back.
Oh.
Why?
I take blame for opening my mouth.
Yeah, I'm
That
just
is
thinking
the-
about other shit.
So, I had an idea that I wanted to say. How about we just ban Autumn from saying YOLO ever? That way, if he ever says yellow, we know it's yellow.
He never says YOLO though, so we know.
That's a good point.
YOLO.
But, like, if we ban...
No, it's fine. He never
Out of here,
says
guys.
it.
Oh,
Go
fucking
again.
killed me.
This is not part of his vocabulary. Like I've never heard him say YOLO unironically.
You never
Yo,
know.
Scott, unleash it.
He might say it.
No.
Dude, I'm just holding this ticking time bomb now, saying YOLO during a mechanic, and murdering the whole
Alright, I
party.
need you monkeys to focus the
Mid
fuck up
on
so we can go
CBT
back.
spread.
Dodge
Fuck
this.
Stop talking about CBT, we're needing to focus on a fucking raid.
Ew, busted it has quality.
Dude, that
We
was
need to go to
fucking-
phase 4 and figure out if this chat works or not. Okay?
Alright. Phase 4 time, boys. We got this.
Yeah.
Red.
Red.
Was far.
Clockwise.
Support.
Yellow.
Oh god. You gotta see him.
Arms.
Arms.
Chain. Coordinate.
I shall bury you when you're released.
Behind. Behind. Line. Hold the line. Hold.
This is the power of light.
Kill.
Okay.
A little bit too much. We're good.
Did kill time for you, girl?
No, but yes.
And before shield. Okay, there we go.
Okay, we were not showing by much. Holy shit. Don't kill like that. Don't kill like.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Focus on the dives and keep. Diva.
Stack out in.
Bait.
Baits.
Stack in
out.
out.
Final baits.
Final baits.
Away from the
Watch out with that.
dragon.
So fast.
Get him up.
Jacket.
Dragon
Dragon
lance.
lance.
Dragon lance.
Look at A. Look at A. Pot.
Lipnic.
Away from one.
Chain.
We
Force.
might need to LB.
Yeah. Also.
After burst. Or do you have another life window?
No, I don't. Or I do actually.
Well, I have shroud, so
We actually might be on
I
pace.
think we're fine. Yeah.
okay.
We're on pace, we're on pace.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
Keep sending every
sending.
damage.
It's close.
use all your resources.
Yeah, all resources.
Nice. We can just stack at this point. We know
Okay.
it's right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just like click on.
Just remember where you're going.
Yeah.
Stack on Alpha now. Tethers.
AP?
Yep. I forgot to mitigate him.
Ah, I forgot to. Stay. Go.
You need this. You need the CV.
Okay,
Barrage
ranged
die?
first.
CV.
I got double die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
because
swapping with my body. Swapping with my body.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, one for swap.
Oh shit! Yeah, you know for sure. 100%.
Oh,
You can
Wait,
swap
what?
on
bodies.
dead body?
Yeah.
Wait, you can
Sure.
swap with that body.
What?
Hey, I was
That's
so
a-
confused.
I was like, what's hitting me? Like, what? I was
I'm
wondering
like,
what
why am I
tether
getting
switching.
debuff sounds? I'm dead.
Yeah, 100%.
Two things. One, we need a better system for giving the ranged back red to take blue orbs.
Yeah.
And the second is that blue orb fucking slaps.
Yeah,
I
I,
just-
I can
When I
be.
straight up died to damage on the move.
Yeah, I should have a lot of fucking
It did
damage.
60k raw to me.
I was like 3-digit HP.
Yeah, tell me I just
I
actually
can
just got full health.
neutral.
So-
This side might be a
So-
lot of healing actually.
So I have a recommendation again for taking the tethers. Just have the tanks and melee stack on each other. Range just go on top of it. It'll always work because of the slippery.
Yeah, I think that works. Actually.
Yeah,
That's what
that
they
works.
did in
Yeah, okay,
P4.
Well, oh,
Wait, what are we
It
doing?
does always work.
So let's say me and Zai,
Yeah, I see what
right?
you're
We,
saying.
Yeah.
we take the gold orb and we just sit like
Yeah, we
right
just stay
outside.
right
Exactly on top of each other.
Then Autumn and Talon just come walk onto us, and then they
Wait for that shit to pass.
Yep.
wait for it
notably,
to
if we don't
register,
do it
and-
within 3 seconds of each other, it's
Yeah.
bad.
Is that
But I
So-
think it's
Yeah.
reasonable to make us do it within 3
If they're
seconds.
stationary,
So-
that's
Yeah.
very easy.
Yeah.
Or the thing is,
Yeah.
like, I was running over, it wouldn't fucking
they'll
pass,
just
so I
be-
did a false
they'll just
start
be
and had to run
fucking
back. Yeah.
sitting there by the
Yeah,
gold.
that should
Yeah,
I mean, I basically just sit somewhere while we're soaking. They're soaking gold, and then you just kind of like boost to me.
I mean, we can do
Yeah.
that too. We
Either-
just need an
either
actual
way
system.
works.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
Zai and I have been fucking it up.
I can like
Yeah.
show my VOD. Like is what we're doing easy for you, Evie?
Yeah.
So one thing we could do just to make it like brain dead simple, say C is the eye, I just fucking sit right here, Zai just walks onto me, and Talm sits right here, Kari walks onto him. Just like literally north-south of the eye.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
That's fine.
I probably moved a little slow that pull, honestly, because I was like thinking about the next thing, and then I was like, oh shit, I have to give him this.
same with me, and also
Yeah, and then if there weren't
yeah.
depths, you should have swapped again with me, Evie.
Yeah, I was sitting there like, Okay, so we're having the melee go first, yeah?
The yes, the tanks and melee have
Okay,
red.
And then for the pass back to the melee players, we want to just do the same thing, north south of the eye.
Well, that one's easier because the blue orbs
So
are.
melee can just
Oh
come
no, I
to
guess
you,
they can go to the.
and
Let
then
me,
you
let
can
me,
wait
I'm
for
gonna
them.
stream.
Are there blue? Yeah. Okay. I'm staying on the
Yeah.
word.
Streaming.
The main
Alright,
thing
so-
with the blue orbs is like if you pass too close to them, you're 100.
Yeah, but there's time to move away, so it's like I'm chilling here because I have blue, so like my shit's already done. And so like I see them soaking the orb, so I'm just moving here.
Yeah,
And Evie
that's
just comes
exactly
past
that.
me. This is important.
Yep.
Wait here. I wait for Evie to start moving, then I soak. If I soak immediately, I'm gonna fucking kill him with the AoE.
Yeah.
That works too.
And so then I would just be sitting on Delta here, and then he would just be moving and taking the tower from me.
Yeah. So
And then I would
Autumn-
go sit like
or-
over here or some shit.
Yeah, Autumn, just pick a spot and just make
Yep.
that consistent, and we'll get it.
So I think whatever we do, let's just all be on the same page.
Well,
That-
you really
did this
only have
target
to be
all
on the
fars
same
again?
page with-
It doesn't matter.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
Don't
about
worry about it. Don't worry
It
about
Yeah,
it.
don't worry
does not
about
matter.
And then, yeah, just to say it again, after we take blues, the range are just gonna fucking sit there, and melees are gonna take the red back from them.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Alright,
Uh,
so
the
on our
blue
side
orb
with Cry and Anzo, what
Why
are
did I
we
take
doing?
less damage for my blue orb?
Crying Zai.
I think you took it earlier. I think we
You
took
took
the
it
max,
earlier,
the
Yeah.
higher tier blue
Or
orb.
sorry,
Yeah.
Cry and Zai.
Yes, actually, yes. I'm the only one who took the lower tier blue orb.
Yeah, and that was just because of slow.
Wait, do we figure out that this does less damage to the eye?
Let me check my VOD. I'm targeting that eye.
So I
Um,
took a blue orb with red tether.
Yeah, so two.
Oh, I
like
take
tier-
mine and it does like 1%, and
so
then
Darl for sure takes
Oh.
a tier 1, right?
I
Yeah,
take
no,
a tier 2.
you
I
absolutely
think-
want to be taking tier 2.
I think I took a tier 3.
I do. So I do 1% to the eye when I take mine, and then Joe takes his, and it does fucking 4%.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hang on, I'm
I just,
looking
I
at the thing.
think before
This
we
is
start
the
messing with
right
that,
eye or left eye?
we need to see
The left eye. Here, I can show my VOD again because I target the eye. I have a pretty good view of it. All right, I'm streaming.
Oh, yeah, it gets fucked up.
All right, so it's at 67. I'm gonna take my orb like one stage to like low basically. It goes to 66. No one else has taken like their eyes, their orbs. I mean, and then Joe's about to take his. He takes it, and it goes to fucking 62.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
look
we
at
got
that
it to
white.
19%.
This should
Look
take
at that
that
white
1%
chunk.
from Talm and I taking two.
Yeah, and then
orbs.
it's 60. Yeah, and then it's like boom, boom down to
Oh,
53
it
from
gets-
these three going off.
It gets
So-
Yeah. So it's both a fucking lot of damage, and we also want to do it so that we like delete this eye as fast as
I
possible.
mean,
Yeah.
how much do we need in terms of help from this?
We
Like,
should assume
what
we
I'm
need as
saying.
much
Raw.
damage on it as possible.
Yeah.
We
I
should
don't
assume we
think
needed as much as.
so. If like, let's say like on a regular pool, we're already doing like 70% to it, right?
Well,
Like on a regular pool, like even just toking tier 1s, because we didn't even count the blue orbs last time. We counted the like the yellow
Well,
orbs.
it's
I think we
5%.
should just try it until we see it might be too much.
Well, it's
It's better
60
to take more
unmitigated,
damage.
right?
taking 50%. It's wait,
No, it's
No, it's
'cause
60.
We did the blues.
it's 60. It's 10. It's 10% per gold, and then 40%.
No,
from
the
all
golds
mirage
are not
points, right?
10%.
So okay, so like
Higher.
counterpoint to like taking it early, you can only do it if you do the shit fast. Like here, I'm
Yeah,
able to do it like barely just in time. Like look when they expand.
Yeah, you're
Like they
really
expand
nasty.
like half a second after.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like
So
it,
it's
If
probably
Eevee's a little bit
safer.
late or
Yeah.
Darl is a little early, Eevee dies.
yeah. So
Every
like
single
if we basically if we plan around only ever taking small orbs, then that means if anyone's ever late, they're fucking dead. Whereas like if we
Maybe-
plan around mitigating and have to take large orbs, then like it's fine.
Okay.
well, listen,
Yeah.
we had nothing when we took
Yeah, we had
those, so-
absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
Like, we
no,
have
it,
no
it,
mitigation.
literally
again, it's,
nothing.
it's literally just like any
Do you
mitigation.
have neutral
Hey,
here?
sucker
Yes.
shield lives or neutral shield lives.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So basically, yeah, just
It's worth it.
yeah, no, so basically what happens is, yeah, so, like,
like
when you pass to me, Eevee, I'm just sitting still and I'm pressing sucker for my party, and then Talon's pressing like pass sucker for his party of neutral, and then we'll just walk in.
we guys even do this earlier, right?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
know.
do
can't
that.
be
We could even
Yeah,
do this
but I
earlier,
have
but
to
yeah,
say-
like
It
we're
might
waiting
be,
for
yeah,
the
never
orbs.
mind, never mind.
Yeah.
It might be too.
I can also, I could maybe hit Seraph here, but
Just leave it.
I don't really want to. I think it's easier just to
Well,
GC
we
heal
need-
for this part.
We need something for dives. Well, dives is probably
Yeah, I'll Seraph for dives. I'll Seraph for dives.
We have
Expedient.
true.
Also, I forgot to. Oh shit! My fucking thing only comes back here.
The
Actually,
missionary comes up here, and does this last enough the whole way? Where's my
It
missionary?
lasts
Where
for Darrell, but it falls off for everybody else. So whenever you press it like
one
two
GCD or-
GCDs later.
Yeah, probably
or
two
one or
GCDs.
Two is
Yeah,
safe.
probably Two's
It's kind of sketchy because you need to be able to cover everyone if it.
Well, I
That's-
think
Well,
the
I don't know if
at-risk
you can press
people.
two. What
the
happens if he
at-risk
grabs
people
his
are the
yellow and
blue
then
orbs,
runs?
right?
I guess that's
the
true.
melees
Yeah.
taking yellow are also at risk, aren't they?
Well,
No,
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 we're getting
no.
tank cooldowns. Like,
Okay.
So
we're
wait,
getting TDM
guys.
and stuff.
I forgot to
I
press
have
one.
a
Turn
question.
two down. Hold up.
What's
Hold
that?
on,
Yeah,
hold
I
on.
forgot
I have
there
a
was one.
question. So, how much does that Omega do for the first hit? Like, does it kill us if we don't have any midi?
What?
The
Yes,
Omega
does it.
at
This
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 one?
right
game.
here?
We're taking
No.
this. We took this with sucker.
We've taken this naked like 10 times.
Yeah.
Does what
you
I'm
literally
Magnet
saying
was
is-
hit with only
Because-
sucker. It hit for
Yes, this is legit just fucking sucker straight up, and it like we just get macro after.
27k.
Yeah,
Joe.
exactly.
So we
we
could
get
not
macro
remove-
after.
We have no mitigation on this basically whatsoever.
Yeah, so
Six
we
for
could
9
move
kills.
missionary just to the orbs if
No,
we want.
Missionary's only already on the orbs.
Yeah, it's already on the
Oh,
orbs. I
okay.
just needed
Well,
to delay
missionary's
it.
already up right now.
Yeah.
So
No,
like,
it-
it-
no,
like,
it literally
No,
just
what I
came
was-
in. No. Look. We have the fucking dot, right? We've taken this shit. We have no mitigation.
yeah. No,
Yes.
and then look when missionary goes up, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
I
what
walk
we
mid.
just talked about this. We
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about
I
this.
will
Oh yeah.
mid.
Never mind.
It's just that I have to delay it by 2 more UCDs.
Okay. Sounds good.
That we only need to mitigate the orbs and the dives. The first thing is like free because we just hit macro and a sucker.
Move around in
You're
game.
wrong again.
Yeah. Well, pull in.
Okay, we have to actually shield the fuck out of this. I'm like barely gonna DPS. I think I'm just gonna focus on healing and then I'll like DPS them later.
I think that's fine because we.
Play.
Before we
What-
start playing, on the 3 side, like with our light party, what are we doing for swaps? Like, are the people gonna come to us after the yellow orb is soaked, or are we just gonna go to them? What?
I think it's easier if they come to us because I don't want to move because I want to cast.
Yeah, melees will
Damn.
go to you.
I'm just gonna plant somewhere like near D-ish and then.
I will plant near 2-ish,
Okay.
Okay.
so they'll have to swap to us.
We'll just do something and just keep it consistent so they always know where to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Just be on the same page.
Go again.
Also, yeah, the first tether swap is fine. Like, we had the fucked pattern again, and it was fine that time.
I've literally never had to do anything, so.
I've had to do
I
the fucked
haven't-
pattern every time.
I haven't
Yeah.
had to do anything either, so I'm worried when it comes up I might screw up.
Was
but
it
I'm
always
playing-
ranged doing the adjust there for
Yes,
fuck?
always.
Yes.
Rhythmic voice.
Always range.
So I don't need to think that.
Dodge this.
No, you're range.
You're arranged. You're
Well,
Oh,
the
not range
worst-
DPS.
Yeah.
The worst that
No.
Talon ever has to do is swap with Zai.
When we
Talon never
say
has to go to the
range,
other side.
What? Wait, what? Is that a thing?
I don't
I lied.
so.
No, I see.
It could be
It could be
a
a different
duration.
We'll
Alright,
take
focus
the
on strength.
Yeah. The
yellow.
anyone?
I was waiting for you.
I was waiting for you too. Oh, I have a gas. It's teleportal.
No,
We have a damage down.
you'll need to teleport.
Yeah, we have a damage down on Eevee.
That's it.
Just to be clear, I super fucking lied. Healers can do the fucked pattern too.
Basically, you see if it's 2-2 on your side with like red-blue, you swap within your group.
Yeah. Well,
If
we meant
it's
by
3-1.
range, just we meant range and healers.
Yeah.
In contrast to melee.
She'll fucking be.
I'm not gonna collect it. Because I don't have it for.
Counter. First swap.
So swap, no swap.
No swap counter.
DPS.
DPS.
Arms.
The wiggling's kind of fun.
Rhythmic. Chain.
Nature's a little behind. My apologies. By 5.
Behind.
No.
We're very behind.
Yeah, we're
pushing.
Behind.
behind.
Yeah. I'll send my life.
Don't hold back. Do not hold back at all.
I believe. I believe. No.
We're good.
It
We're
stripped
good.
the shields.
Oh,
Strip shields. Oh, wait, I'm applying
Go,
healers.
Nice tank LB. Good shit.
Will not have neutral for
Great
first stack.
focus.
Yep, focus up. I'll faint first step.
Look at people.
Back out in.
First mates.
Back in, out.
Second bait.
Too far.
Right there.
Bates.
Where the fuck is he?
At the
I have him.
wall.
He's up. Fuck. I don't know if he's up in time.
Back in. Back in. Look at A.
Look at A.
Right here on top.
Yeah.
Oh, that baited weird. Oh wait, no it didn't.
Litany.
Because you had tether.
Chain.
Oh,
Hot. Everything. Just send everything.
yeah.
Voice.
Probably after Rainbow.
Yeah, after it.
You know, I think we're
Just try hard as much as you can on any damage
It's just
squeeze.
not happening.
I'm
Yes.
standing right now.
I'm hitting my button harder.
So that's
I believe, bros. I believe.
Because we need the damage harder.
I'm out of here.
No
this shit.
fucking.
We got this.
It's like 24% at the start
Fucking
of the
couldn't
cast.
find Anzo. I'm like, where the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
no, dude, I literally just, when I couldn't find him, I just started running around in circles trying to raise.
Okay, that pull is a shit show. Don't do that again.
Alright, let's start pulling so we can get back there before raiding.
So did he like we killed him, but he stripped our shields? Just didn't do any damage.
Yes.
Is that what happened? That is
Yeah.
good shit.
Wait, they strip the shields or the shields
It
fall
stripped.
off?
No,
Stripped-
no, they stripped
yeah.
them. They all.
What a piece of shit.
What?
Okay.
I was like, what the? I was like, wait a minute, we don't
I
have
mean,
a
shields
shield.
sometimes work different weird in this game.
And then
Like,
I
Innocence,
Litany voice.
normal mode, his fucking enrage, his like ultimate cast after ads, it snapshots when you kill the last ad.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
about like
so
15 seconds before
Yeah.
the damage goes off.
That shit snaps on mad early.
Yeah,
Stream
it's
does the
it's
same
fucking
thing.
weird.
Back in the day, I remember that.
Purple.
Yeah, that last pull was actually stuck. I hated it. That was the one where the blues just stood there looking at each other for like 5 seconds.
Dude, we were being very polite to all each other.
Fuck you
We're like,
guys.
you move.
Just fucking move.
You go first.
No, after you.
I was like, of course, it's like the 3 fucking stooges in the middle that got blue, dude.
Someone needs to show them that fucking my POV of doing strength.
Dude, the best part is like we were already in a perfect triangle. Like all we had to do was move up. We just stood there looking at each other.
Focus.
Call swap.
Focus.
Call swap.
Clockwise. Far swap.
Your swap.
No swap, clockwise.
This idiot trying to put up down.
Supports.
Hurry, rotate.
Or rotate.
Alright, you with me. Charlie.
We're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we're good, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm pressing you at A.
Okay, Autumn gets
Arms,
still
arms,
arm.
Arms. He's getting A. He's getting A.
I'm scared.
Wait.
I'm scared.
There's
Wait a
a.
minute.
I made it!
Talon,
Oh no.
tower.
Oh no.
No,
Oh,
guys,
no.
we forgot that
Blues
B and
are
C are
open.
now the norm.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Everyone
Blues have
forgot
My
that.
bad. I got fucking.
No, we were
I'm
dealing with
lost.
other shit.
Why am I still alive? What the fuck? Let me out. Dude, I'm paralyzed. Let me out.
I was like, why isn't he walling? And then I look at his debuff.
Alright, let's serious mode for 10 minutes and get back there.
Well, that was just fucked.
It was.
And we got the rotate pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go again.
Dude, that shit is so fucking cursed. Start at
It
A,
is
go to
easy, dude.
3, back to A. Like,
I see fucking Cry come to A, and I call play rotate, and I just see the gears grind to a halt.
Damn, fuck off there, dude. Holy
it's like the first or second time we've ever had free rotate when it's fucking healers.
Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah.
So related to DPS, that feels this
Dodge
shit.
this.
That's it.
It's
This
the
shit was
pilot
fun.
AI giving it to DPS mod.
I just saw all of them freeze, so like I like re-shouted the call out to see if it would help. I was like, right rotate.
Does that help?
Strength.
Red.
Clockwise.
Far.
Yes.
Yes.
Purple.
Taking 2. 3 should be
Arms.
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 That's good.
I was scared, I didn't know.
Boys, isn't it?
I shall bury you when you're released.
Behind. Hold quite a bit. Behind. Hold.
This is the power of light.
Probably.
Stack in, out.
First base.
Stack in, out.
Second bait.
Blast baits. Draken. Coming up. Draken. Look at A.
Hot.
Jane, look
Ray buff, ray buff.
voice.
Draken.
I think we're way ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, bro.
good job.
No, my Camillo, no!
Stack up.
Stack up. Focus up.
I need to murder someone.
Okay.
I mean, what?
I'll press my mitigation on my boy this time, dude.
Same.
Oh, it's on me.
Remember, Tom, we're popping neutral for the orb soak.
Yeah.
A mucho.
Oh shit.
We got a sec.
Oh god.
Ranged first.
Range first.
Healers.
Okay,
First, who took?
We killed one.
Kill Cycle Eye.
Is this
Mitigate,
right?
mitigate, mitigate.
I faint.
Keep bringing it, keep bringing it.
Oh, do maybe melee?
No, I think we'll.
Is it 99?
I think
Or
we
is
have
it
to do
99?
99.
It's paused.
Oh.
Okay.
I
Oh,
can't
wait.
kill me when Nidhogg comes down.
Okay,
No, it's
yeah.
fine.
Oh shit, you're right.
We could have melee LB.
Still try it melee. Tank LB.
That was fine, sir.
I fainted.
I'm going
Jane.
to.
Yeah, he's also invuln, so
Okay.
like it's super not tank. Yeah.
Okay, I think
Also-
we did too much damage to the red eye.
And then the other one.
Wait, it
is-
was-
So,
Did it happen any
guys,
later?
I looked at the debuffs, or sorry, not the debuffs, the buffs, and our friendship and our devotion buff was just about to expire as we died to the Nidhogg invincible.
So it probably doesn't affect anything later.
Probably does not affect anything later.
Did the other one start casting Steep in Rage when the first one died?
No.
Good question.
No, it did not.
No,
So
it's out there
that
for a
is
hot
just a
minute.
timed enrage.
Yeah, so I think we
we
can.
can burn one down.
So, I think Darl pointed it out, but it looked like it like slowed down. Did anyone else kind of feel that, like when we
No,
killed
I
one
think
eye?
it getting heal. It feel like because the other eye start at half HP, right?
I was
Well,
wondering that too, actually.
Did it get
Well,
hit? Did we do all the swaps correctly?
Should we
Right.
just VOD review?
I know. I think I missed my swap. 'cause
well,
We're
that
so
was
close
last
to
poll.
raid. Oh, it's already.
Cry, you
Can
were
we bother
late
you?
grabbing it from me, but it didn't matter.
What was that one alive at the end called? Left or right?
It was
It's our
right.
eye.
That was the right eye.
It was
Right
right.
eye.
Oh, I have no
I'm
idea
looking at
where
the
I
progress
was.
bar to see if it seems like it slows down.
What was left eye at when dive started?
Left eye.
I think it was at 40 something.
It was at 42.
No, the dives do 40, right?
Yeah. So like literally, it was pretty much gonna die.
So yeah, I think any DPS we did to the eye during dives was wasted, and we should have put everything into the other eye.
I mean, we can just burn right eye then, right? And then we'd never waste DPS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
that-
know,
Right eye doesn't. Well, when dives start, I think it needs to be 40% before dives, and then we just swap to right eye.
actually, guys,
Well,
I have an idea. Let's have the
Start
ranged.
on the right eye.
Let's
no?
have the ranged hit the eye at 3, and then, as in, in our parties, melees will also hit their eye at 3, but the ranged from the eye at C will also hit 3.
Yeah.
Did it get
No, it
any?
can be
Holy
40% or above at the start of dives. There's no reason it has to die to dives.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
never waste DPS if we just burn right eye first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's check it.
And as soon as the dives are finished, we just kill whoever, burn whoever, whatever's lower, right?
Yeah.
Which
Okay,
should be.
I think it just sits at 99 to troll you. I'm looking at the influence bar jumping up, and it's weird. It goes 93 to 95 to 96 to 97 to 99, and then it waits for a while, and then it goes to 100.
In the sample I looked at, it did look like it was slower once the left eye died.
Hey, wait, guys. If you look at the VOD. Look at the beginning of the poll. I noticed something. Notice that the progress bar of Nidhogg's influence goes up sometimes by 1, sometimes by 3. This is like that shit that was happening in that 1EX Zodiac, I think it was, where when certain things were alive, it like progressed faster. Or
Heidelin ads.
Or Heidelin, yes. Like,
Yeah, where we
remember
just
how it
full
like
sent
did...
it and we just like
Yeah. And
Yeah, the fucking crystal glowing? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking when one of the eyes dies, it goes down to 1 per tick.
So
Well, no, but I see it go to
I just
that.
looked
I think
at
that's
it
not
sample, but it's not that.
Oh wait, never mind. It's still
it
going
seems
to
really
sometimes.
inconsistent.
It just seems
like,
inconsistent because I think it's going up by like percentages that aren't
just
like even.
Yeah,
and it's
that
just
aren't
rounding.
even.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
Like,
actually,
I
yeah,
looked at
I think that's
one
it.
sample before one of the eyes died, and it was 4% in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I think it's like
And
because like
then-
if it's at 1, right, and it's rounding down, and it goes up by 1.5, it displays 1, and then if it goes up by 1.5 again, it displays free and is free. But from our perspective, where we don't see the round, we just see 1 and then free. and we're
Yeah.
like, what the
No,
fuck?
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I don't think it goes any slower or faster.
So we just want to do the most DPS possible. Then.
Yeah, I think we just need to do the most DPS. But I think like the check is that you can not die to 2 raid wides if you kill at least one of them before the raid wides.
Okay, but here's my other idea. I think we should like again have the ranged at C attack the one at 3 because
Yeah,
we
I
already
agree.
talked about how the eye on C takes like 70% in total, right? So
Yeah.
if the ranged from that group attack the other eye, then that should make up for it.
Yeah,
I think.
I agree. That gives us
That
a better
sounds pretty
DPS
good, yeah.
split. So the
And then-
melees don't have to do shit, and then I'm just
Yeah, and
attacking
then
the other
after
eye.
dives end, finish off the left eye so we don't have 2 raid wides and then kill the red eye.
Yep. Works.
Did we soak everything when it was big, this poll?
I believe so.
Let me double check
Yeah,
that I
looks
did,
like-
but I'm
looks
pretty
like.
sure.
I'm pretty
So
sure we did.
I think we did
Yeah, we
like
did, we did,
too
we did.
much
Yep, we did.
damage to the
We did. So yeah,
CI
we got as
and
much damage as possible
Yeah, we
on
did.
the left eye.
No,
yeah, like we destroyed it.
That felt very safe though. Like it didn't feel like we were close to failing it, at least on my end.
Yeah,
As
like
in,
this
like,
all looks like everything actually resolved well. Good job, everyone.
Yeah, that was good on the swaps. I like our
No,
strategy.
that was not good on the swaps on me and
At
Autumn's
the
side.
very end, Evie, take my tether and do not fucking follow me off of this mark.
Yeah, no, I moved. Listen.
Listen, yo, me and Evie did the same thing. Oh shit!
Listen, I was like concentrating. I was like thinking. I was like, fuck. I was like, fuck. I have to,
Oh, I didn't have
I-
neutral up there.
We
I-
literally had
listen.
same brain cell, bro. I was
hear
doing
me
the
out.
same
Hear me out. Hear me out. I was like, fuck. There's something I have to do here. And then I was like, oh, I have to get that. And then I grabbed it, and I'm like, shit. He didn't move. I have to move.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
I'm
I
waiting
don't-
for you.
Okay, I don't
Yeah,
have
I
neutral
know.
for that.
Because I
shit.
know
Look
that's
at
what I
this shit,
used
look
to
at
do.
Yeah, I
this
know,
shit.
it's
I'm
client
seeing-
side latency.
Look
No,
at
I did the
this.
same shit. No, it's the same fucking POV.
Bro, no, yeah. So it's like
I was-
I take my shit right, and it's like
You want to
Evie
see
moves
my
in.
POV, dude?
No,
It's
no,
like,
we
boom,
did the
alright,
same.
We're good. So I start moving, and he's following me. And look over here, Cry's doing the same shit.
Like.
And we got me locked the fuck
I'm
out
so
because
lucky
it
you get
targeted
targeted.
we targeted the
Oh my
other
God.
side. Oh my
Yeah, check this
God.
out, dude. Check this out. Look. I'm like, fuck, I have to do something. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I'm like, fuck, you didn't move, dude.
No, dude, for me, I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to... Oh shit, I was fucking tether. And then like,
Oh my god.
tether. And then I'm like, oh fuck, what do I do now? And I was
Alright, this chat works. No, we just need to get the DPS moving, and we're good.
I like
yeah.
this strat.
I don't.
Bro,
think
you
we
don't
will
even
live,
want to watch what I did that
This is
We'll
poll.
have
also like
neutral
the
for
third
shit.
poll that we've ever even been doing DPS during these, so like it'll get a lot better.
Yeah.
And
oh god.
we overkilled the other one by at least like 7%, I think.
Also,
Yeah.
there's one more recommendation I have. Now that we have 2 of the buffs, which will allow us to attack both eyes, which again could be incorrect, we don't know yet. But let's
That's
just
the right
use it
one
while
to
we
start.
have it. Yes. Well, actually, I was thinking like just make sure you're dotting both things if it's really easy to do so.
Yeah, for all of our dot classes.
Especially.
Actually, I guess
Oh,
we
yeah,
have a lot of
there's
dot
not-
classes, actually.
Yeah, we have a few.
Actually,
I can probably
Yeah, we have
put
4,
a
right?
Alright, Zide, one
I can
so
do it
Zai, you
before the
should
tether
do-
comes out. Yeah,
Exactly.
before the
Yeah.
tether comes out.
Yeah, that's gonna be some
I
nice
don't know
good
about
enough.
redotting at all, Zai, after
Yeah, I
that.
don't think I'm redotting.
You
but-
can maybe try it once people figure out their movement.
I mean,
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
Otherwise, I
not
don't
think
want
the
you to do
DPS here is going to be remotely close. We almost got it, and that was super unoptimal.
That's true.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was not.
I was
Doing
pepeating
shit
so
for like
hard.
half
I
a-
pressed 1, 2, 3, and I lost like 2 stacks in the
Alright,
fucking
we'll be fine, we'll be
IR.
fine, we'll be fine.
My
I think
life
I
went
cast
up
like
pretty
4
good. We
malefics
fucked
the
up.
entire fucking face.
Okay,
think
so
I
this
need the
officially
holy
means I
shroud.
do not need to fucking change my rotation, so I can actually map my shit now.
You mean the end shroud from Nidhogg, or
No, the
Yeah,
Reaper.
Zai, one of these days you're gonna get a TBN, man. I
yeah,
swear.
but like at what point?
Did you still not TVM me?
no. One of these days. Dude, I was like, the worst shit is that like my blood weapon delirium come up there, man. Like, come on, dude.
Yo, I
Like,
pressed mine, dude. I was so like focused. I'm like, I'm gonna press my shit out of him, and I just like stood there, and like my GCD is just like sitting there. It's like, you gonna press me? I'm like, no,
Well,
dude.
to be fair, with
Like,
like
walked into the warp.
with
I
the
think all I
sucker
missed
and
was dropping DOS.
with like the sucker and the missionary, I think it's fine. Like I only took how much did I take?
I
took
did. We did not have
40K.
neutral, by the way.
I gotta watch out for my boy.
Hey,
Yeah,
no,
no,
yeah.
I will
How's your-
say
how's your group alive?
this
Did I
time
suck
was way better.
Yeah,
on
sucker
the
hit. I
healing
mean, it
and
made
everything.
sucker hit. Where were you standing?
I think that was my first sucker. I did the sucker as the dot was ending.
I mean, yeah, so that's what I was trying
and
to
I
do.
was literally closer.
Uh,
okay, yes, that timing works then.
If I
Alright, that's
neutral
fine. You
a
don't
little
need to
bit
flag,
early during
as
earlier
dot
during
ends,
Nidhogg.
15 anything that lasts is 15 seconds works. 'Cause
Oh
the
no,
missionary,
I
as
was
soon
just
as the
concerned
dot
about getting
ends.
in range there, but it's fine because like
Wow.
while the dot ends and like you guys soak like right
You do-
after,
yeah,
so
you do
it's
have
like
a second.
I have time to stand near mid-ish, get you guys for my sucker, and then go back.
Darl,
I mean, I
I
can-
will admit, I forgot to truth in the fucking Mirage dives.
Okay,
I ran out of RAM. How
yeah,
was
that's fine.
that
That's fine.
damage?
We were
I also-
alive.
Yeah, I just have self shield for both, so like we're chilling.
Okay.
I'll still try to get it there though.
Yeah, please do. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. It ended up being fine. No mitigation.
How
So like the
much
mitigation should only get easier in Fury.
Yeah.
is that? Can I just? Oh
Because
wow.
that way
you're
it will
20K,
allow
what the fuck?
healers to keep a little bit more damage.
So I
from
wasn't-
Yeah, I
that,
only
too.
took 40K.
So was
from
the only like clusterfuck during dives
At the end.
at the end?
At the
Yeah,
very end, when
that's
both
very
of the
end.
tanks.
Yeah, the
prepared.
tanks. Yeah.
So we actually did a really good
Yeah,
pull,
otherwise-
unironically.
Yeah. Otherwise, that was really good.
I think
Yeah.
we came up with a very easy strat for
Yeah.
this.
I like our strat. It's really
We need
good.
more
Until
monkeys.
until it gets
More
debunked, and
monkeys.
I just
we have to
don't-
make it harder.
No, this
I mean,
should work
this-
with anything, right? Like it's random. It works with
Yeah.
random assumed. So it
It
works
will
with.
work with
The
close
dive
or
strat.
far.
I don't trust
Well,
those fucking buffs.
what
man.
happens if we can't? We're not allowed 2 buffs, and we have to.
Yeah, no, the
Right.
the buff thing
Yeah,
is
cross that bridge
really
when we get
Where
there,
suspicious.
we have
guys.
to
Yeah.
cast the LB like in Ucops for the bow eye.
Oh yeah, you could get them
Maybe?
both now with
We
cast.
could,
Yeah.
but Caster,
Oh,
but
or
they-
range
super
LB.
don't
I
need the
think if we
damage.
just do it clean, we'll kill both, and then like, cause like my concern is like we should have sent like melee LB that pull, but like if we sent melee LB, then like if it just starts counting after, it's like it's just fucking GG, right? Like
Yeah,
Actually,
listen,
we
no,
can
right?
use range LB too, because think about it. I do the first
Mm,
swap,
We're
and then I
overkilling
can
one of
go.
them. Like,
no, I'm saying that we don't.
I get the
certain
sense-
if we use DPS LB here, we're about to need tank.
This
LB.
is about where the game
Probably.
likes to say, "Hey, you need to push."
Yeah.
the fucking
Yeah,
tank."
we-
like,
are
literally
about
every other, like
there.
it's possible to change it, but every other ultimate has always required you to use your first like LB on tank LB.
Yeah.
By the way, are we like 8 minutes into the fight? Counting
6:49.
But I think if
Yeah, if we have,
DPSLB
like,
will let
yes,
us be
it-
further, we might as well be just
Yes,
to
yes,
confirm.
we should.
it.
Yes, if this happens again and we're gonna fail the check, we might as well DPS LB.
Yeah.
Do we
Yeah.
want to melee LB or?
Yes.
We would
yeah,
only
yeah,
know, we would only know we're gonna fail it by then.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
just melee.
Also, if it happens at any other point, the range could be locked in animation while they're doing other stuff.
yeah, that too. Yes.
Like the melee LB is guaranteed to happen when there's nothing else mechanically.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then,
That was
yeah.
pretty close though. We only had 600k, 680k to go.
Yeah, that was really good.
Dude, I was throwing. I forgot when dives ended, so I was throwing fucking spears up my ass.
I forgot to
fucking
redot.
tossing 'em, bro.
Oh, bro, I
Dude.
didn't even
Yeah,
press.
that was
fucking-
7 minutes after we pull Thornton, so counting the door boss, that's like 9 minutes in.
Oh, that's half.
Yeah, we're probably about halfway.
We're probably
maybe.
close.
It
I
feels
remember
like-
Heavens Falls
after
around
this.
9 or 10 minutes in Ucob.
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
kind of deep into the
So
fight.
what's the part they're gonna make us reprog after the?
I mean, I'm
inevitable
It's
serious.
gonna
CR?
be this.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
debuffs
either
are
this
sus.
or phase 1. I think phase 1
It's
is
phase
so-
of 1 or this.
Could be
Yeah.
both.
Ultra
like,
Form kind of
check it.
sus.
I
Nothing
think
is
the chance
reprog.
of the actual way we do
The
these
debuffs are so
Yeah,
weird,
dude, there's
it
this-
is.
Oh,
There's
guys,
just so
I want
much
to share my
suspicious
tin.
bullshit.
I want to share my
Because-
tinfoil hat theory. No?
Oh yeah, go.
All right. So I remember in an interview a long time ago, they said, "Oh yeah, we did not like how they data mined the debuff or the buff. That was the Enigma Codex, and that's what got them to clear. We'll make sure it's more hidden this time." Think about it, right?
Ah.
They can't really hide a buff. But
But they can
what if
show
the
extra
condition
buffs.
was 2 buffs?
Yeah, well,
Well-
what if they make people like
They
outthink
could
themselves?
just
by
show you
being
extra things that do
individual
nothing.
Yeah, yeah. That's,
Well,
I
that-
think that's
It's
what.
just so weird.
yeah.
There's like a graphic
That,
on the
and
ground.
they could also make
that
the
you're just-
condition having both buffs that already appear in a run. Because if we were doing this 4-4 strat, we know one group has to have it, then the other group has to have it. But we might have never guessed that it's like 8-8. Like everyone has both.
Yeah, I mean,
So
if
that's what
we
I'm
hadn't accidentally done that, we might still be doing 4-4.